Where you going?
That one was spicy.
So the Warriors have to play 48 minutes.
So I think it's going 7. I have it. I have the Nuggets at 7.
Ant-Man, Batman, Watchmen, Lakers at 5.
It's money time now.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? What's going on, man? King's Beach is back. Yeah, I had a nice little vacation down the shore. I was trying to get some shows going on, and I'm gonna give. I know this is kind of we're starting earlier than it was advertised, but yeah. So yeah, because the United States is the only place that does what do you call it, daylight savings. It is 11 o'clock down here in Brazil, so I can't be starting the show half hour before midnight. So pushing the time up to 9 for the time being until I get back to the States. But yeah, man, I had a good time down the shore. Was trying to get a couple shows off, but it was hard to continue doing shows down there because by the time we finished at the beach, everything else, it was. Let me say goodbye to good night to my little. Go on, Baba. Man, good night, Baba. Yeah. So by the time it was nighttime, by the time it came time to do shows, our brother was exhausted. You know what I'm saying? Plus, there's a couple of things going on. Hold on, my man JB is here. What up, bro? What up, bro?
Y'all got it?
Yeah, man.
What's going on?
Going on, man. Yeah, C Double be like in the background. He got his kid is playing hoops or got this game. So we really appreciate C Double for coming out. But he said he wanted to get in on it. So yeah, we talked about who the best in the game today is, plus a little cut, plus some current events. You know what I'm saying? We can talk about your Lakers and your take on them. I'm not sure how many of the games you got to watch. Okay. I'm not sure how many of the games you got to watch, but got to watch a couple. They're playing pretty well. I can't be a hater. They're playing well right now. So I'm not gonna hate, but there's still some things that I know in the long run is going to be a little bit of an Achilles heel for them. And so right now, they're doing well. Can't hate on it. Guys are playing well. Ayton is playing well. Again, I think Ayton's real value is going to be what he is as a rim protector. With him, I think when I saw the game, because I saw the Minnesota game the other night. No, the one. Which one did he start? It was the Minnesota one, right? The one that Ant-Man didn't play.
Yeah, that was the one.
Yeah. So, yeah, he was looking pretty surprised rim protector. Didn't have a lot of rebounds. Well, yeah, Lakers are cooking. Luka is really good. That's it. And this is what we want to get into. The main topic tonight is who is the best player out there. Who is to me, it's among 4 guys right now. It's among 4 guys, but I still think two of them it's funny. The champion, the MVP, the reigning MVP. See, Herm has already said it, SGA. And I think he's the run of the litter. If you're talking about the 4 guys we talking about, and right now, again, Luka, SGA, Giannis, and the Joker. And shout out to Casual. I wish I should have told Casual if he wanted to come up, but he might see this because looking at his video earlier pretty much got me on this. He was basically shouting out or he was getting at a Joker glazer. And yeah, I will admit I'm a big fan of the Joker. I'm a big fan of all these guys, right? All 4 guys that I think that are in line for the best player in the world. Yeah, you can't say Giannis is not a combo, Herm. Bro, you cannot say Giannis is not a combo. That's crazy. You see what I'm saying? Herm Herm has it takes, bro. Like he need to worry about them freeing John Morant right now. It's funny because John Morant should be in this conversation. Wemby ain't got enough hair on his nuts, bro. I know. What's the name? I know CW might not want to hear that. Wemby is about a year or two away. Wemby needs to. He's not played in the playoffs. There's no way he's in this combo, bro.
Yeah,
he has not played one playoff game. Like, slow down. Luka's been to the finals. Giannis won a chip. The other three have won chips, and the other one is taking the finals, and the other one is averaging 40 points a game. Against what were they playing the other night? And he had 9 and 9. They were playing shit. God, so many games. I'm keeping up with so many. The game where the game on Sunday where Wemby had going in the fourth quarter, dude had 2 points and 4 rebounds.
That was Phoenix. I think that was Phoenix.
Yes, against Phoenix. Relax, bro. Okay, he's a third-year player, Herm. But you have to. I guess what I say. He needs some hair on his nuts, bro. He needs some hair on his chest. The man is too green to be in this conversation, bro. Like, no.
You gotta.
You're talking about. See, this is what I'm saying. And this goes into my growth. Okay, the Raptors are blowing out the Bucks. It happens, bro. They got blown out by Phoenix. Who's that center? Jock Landale? I'm just saying. Look, the Spurs are doing great right now. The Bulls are getting blown out by Philly. Some of these teams are surprising with the 1 losses. Right now, again, I think a testament to the Thunder that the Thunder are still undefeated. But yes, it happens having a bad game. But we're talking about best in the world, and to me, you have to have something on your resume to be in that conversation. Top 5, top 10, definitely. Wemby's already there. Wemby, the way he's playing, is already there. But give me 20 games. Give me a quarter of a season of that type of dominance that you guys have seen. See, it's so funny, man. Everybody's on the Wemby train. But before we got into the league, and they were saying he was the most impactful rookie since LeBron. People got all up in arms. Oh no, he didn't do nothing yet. He ain't do nothing yet. Blah, 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 blah. He ain't score bucket. We are telling you off his potential and talent, off his height, his potential, his talent, his ability to just do shit effortlessly. There was when he was 16 years old, he was absolutely schooling Rudy Gobert, who was a multi-time defensive player of the year at that time, multi-time All-Star at 16 years old. You know what I'm saying? But, no, there's no way that Wemby's in this conversation. Wemby will be in this conversation once get a team to the conference finals. Okay, and I get it. He's in his 3rd year. I get it. They're the young Spurs. That's what I'm saying, though. You can't, Jordan was the only one that you can even put in the conversation this early into his career. And the man was, 23, 20. To me, I didn't give him the number one. I don't think he was number one until what? Okay, he was definitely in the conversation when he won the MVP in 88. Was it 88 or 89 he won the MVP? Yeah, 88. 88 he won his first MVP. So,
Jordan wasn't recognized as the official best player, even though you kind of knew it. But he wasn't recognized until he won his first championship, and that's the way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like you knocking off a Magic Johnson. You knocking, Magic Johnson's in that combo. Larry Bird was already diminished. Really, those are the only guys kind of in his way. Isaiah had a great ensemble team, but you could not say he was. You could say he was top 5 in the league, but you can't say you could never. No point was he better than Michael Jordan. When Michael Jordan stepped into the league, he was better than Isaiah Thomas. That's just, if we're going to look at it, that's just the way it goes. Giannis is absolutely killing it. Giannis, is he leading the league in rebounds? I don't know the stats, and I get they won a game without him. Again, Milwaukee's playing well. Milwaukee's playing well, despite the fact that team does not have a clear number 2. They're piecemealing in the point guard.
I think someone mentioned Ja Morant. I just think the issue with him was, well, I know the off court issue, injuries, and Memphis had a lot going for themselves. They did have number 2 seed,
Mm-hmm.
2 years straight, and they probably would have, been more competitive last year if it wasn't for the injuries. But like I said, it's real, man. This NBA real, dog.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's the thing, right? Because I was one of those guys that said Ja was the next up a couple of years ago, and then the issues started happening with the. Well, it's so funny, man. You can travel, but you can't play with guns on Instagram. Which again, I mean, that's a serious thing. We all know from the Gilbert Arena situation, the league is gonna, Gilbert and Javaris Crittenton situation, the league is not gonna play with that firearm stuff. I mean, I know they were saying when guys like what's that white guy, the one that got in trouble for his tweets, Myers, was it Myers, not Myers Leonard, was it Myers Leonard?
I think so.
Yeah, and he was doing. He had hunting and Chandler Parsons or somebody. I forget that. But some of them were hunting. Even Draymond Green had hunting pictures. To have a hunting picture, right, where you're holding a rifle, guys can hunt. And shout out to, speaking of hunting, R.I.P. our former Vice President Dick Cheney. I was not a fan of this man, and I don't want to get political on him, but R.I.P. You know what I'm saying? But hunting is our former vice president, actually 2 of our vice presidents shot somebody. But I mean, R.I.P. Dick Cheney. I mean, I'm not like happy to see whether I agree with his politics or not, to see a former vice president die. I know I'm getting off tandem, but hunting. That's what I'm saying. The hunting is a lot different than playing with firearms and a gun, like you're about to go do a drive-by. And so with Ja Morant, I know a couple of years ago when I was on my brother's first Hood Take show, we were talking about that, and it was just like the hypocrisy. Yeah, in the context, you cannot be sitting around with this. I don't know whether it was licensed or not, and that's the thing, right? People are licensed to carry, but you have to get hunting permits. That's a whole different thing than playing around with a gun in your Mercedes Benz or whatever the hell you're driving. You know what I'm saying? So with that, Ja Morant, the injuries, the suspensions, and then it just now he just don't look happy in Memphis. And I mean, this is crazy. Like, the guy's too talented to be in this malaise like this, but it is what it is. So yeah, I would expect him to be in this conversation at some point, but no, he fell off big time. And shout out to my brother 93 Zay for his video on Ja Morant today. But yeah, getting back to that 4. I mean, I can open the link real quick with Herm and Shab. Y'all want to come up here and speak on it? I don't know if y'all busy or not. But yeah, I did kind of want to have a panel discussion on who's the best player in the league. I did give She Perfect the link as well. So hold on one second. All right. And if anybody watching on GoCast Podcast, or my Twitch or whatever, you can come over and get the link here. It's gonna be in my Twitch, or it's gonna be in my on the link, because CW needs to put it in there on even if I put it on, it won't be a hyperlink. It's weird how StreamYard works, where I'm simulcasting to my thing, but I don't have no like dominion over GoCast. So I see Herm is pulled up. I see Herm got smoked for both of us, as always. Even though he agreed with some, it'd be the one thing we disagree. Like, bro, I'm gonna tell you now, Wemby does not belong in this combo. I mean, you can make your case for why, but you can tell me why Wemby goes after 2
Well,
weeks.
salute to y'all, first of all.
Salute.
Second of all, I mean, neither does Giannis, neither does Jokic belong in the conversation. End of the day, those two guys, ever since they won chips, ain't been past the second round. Hell, Giannis ain't been past the first round the last 3 years, so he don't deserve to be. He gonna put up numbers, but he don't deserve to be in the conversation right now for the best player in the league until he get past the second round. Yeah, we could think about putting him back in the combo, but right now, no. SGA is clear head of all them niggas. He the best player in the world. He's still continuously showing that now. They still undefeated, even though it's beginning to see, and they doing it, and they not even healthy. So that lets you know how great he is. That lets you know he ain't going anywhere. That lets you know that he is the standard. He's not load manager like these other bums doing. You got Giannis missing the war. He always ducked the Warriors. A lot of niggas don't like to talk about that, but he always ducked Golden State. When it comes to Wemby, a lot of things that he done in his career, most of been done on minutes restriction. The Spurs put him on minutes restrictions on purpose so they could build their team, so they could have great draft picks, so they could build through the draft. They know they can't get free agents. So the first couple of years, it was like we gonna see what he got. But at the same time, we want to build a formidable roster, which they have around Wemby. So that's why they got out to the start that they got out to. Still yet to be seen, but he's in the combo. Probably the best, most impactful defender in the game right now today. Yes, he had a bad game the other night against Phoenix, but it happened to the best of them. So he could bounce back from that. We'll see what he do tomorrow. But I mean, but I think he's in the conversation. He's gonna be in the MVP race. He most definitely win the Defensive Player of the Year. So he may have that season. Um, King wrote that the motherfucker may get MVP Defensive Player of the Year, and he may possibly have a deep run in the playoffs. Cause they ain't going anywhere either. Cause they got a great roster. Now Dylan Harper being hurt, that hurt right there. That kind of hurt right there.
Mm-hmm.
He's out for the
If
next
I
couple of
very
weeks.
well.
But they still got a deep enough roster though that I think they're gonna be able to sustain it. And plus, whenever Fox get back, I mean it's gonna take some time for him to get acclimated. But Fox is the type of nigga that he could fit right in anywhere anyway. To me, so man, the Spurs sky's the limit for them. But for us, Giannis and them, nah, we can't put them niggas in the combo. You now, what I thought that Giannis was gonna be dominating the league right now. But unfortunate things have happened. Chris Middleton, the downfall of Chris Middleton ruined it. For us, his dominance. We see Drew Holiday leave, and that hurt the Bucks as well. So I mean, yeah, some changes happen, but I still expected them to dominate in a more dominant fashion, other than him just getting numbers. So I mean, Jokic too. Jokic ain't done anything since he won the chip either. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm not putting them niggas in the cover. Luca, you could kind of put him in there because he just been to the finals, and yes, he got his ass whooped in the first round. But you could put him in the convo though. I can understand Luca, but Giannis and Joker, yeah, are they gonna be in the MVP conversation? Yeah, but nah, I ain't gonna put them in. In my opinion, they shouldn't be in the best player conversation. No, they not.
See, this is the thing. Okay, so I get that. I get that, right? And again, without making excuses, we know that Giannis had some poorly timed injury problems in the first round. It's a testament that his team really aren't, aren't that like they can survive a couple of games in the regular season without him, but you go notice once he goes down in the playoffs, that NBA contenders all go tumbling down, right? Doc Rivers being the coach of the year. Like right now, Giannis is playing. What is he average? 30 something, 14, 15 rebounds. I don't got the numbers in front of me. I know he dominated my Knicks after having a bad start. And I posted that play where he took 6 steps. And everybody got their opinion on whether that's travel or not. Like I, I I I don't know any level of basketball. I can't go out there and do a stutter step, bump a nigga off, and then go take off for a layup. And, because I ain't dunking. I can't take a two steps from the 3-point line. Then now I gather the ball, take a stutter step again. And Richard Jefferson was killing me on that bullshit. Right, I'm gonna get back to the talk. I'm gonna get back to the GOAT talk. I mean,
Oh,
number one talk.
I saw that clip you posted.
Yeah,
And the
like
thing is, man, if someone travel,
like,
man, they travel, dog. I
if
mean, if someone
you
travel, they
study
travel.
step in football, right? If you study step in football, you're trying to freeze the defender, right? But you're
Yeah.
not advancing. Can you stutter step in advance? A stutter step is, you understand what I'm saying? Like, and again, that's still steps. It's a gather step, not gather stutter steps. So they like, and then my thing is, right, if an average player does that, they're gonna call walk. So my thing is, even if that's the rule where you can do a stutter step and all of this and the gather, they call the rule inconsistently. They're like that, you know what I'm saying? So that being that,
See, back then, man, like you didn't really had no gather step. It was you had two
two
steps,
you got to take off.
2 steps, and then your off, whatever your off foot was, that'd be your work after you plant that off foot to make your move. That's when you have to, attempt your shot. It wasn't no gather, nothing like that. It was 2 steps, and they taught that they had drills and practice to help you, coordinate your steps so you won't travel. But I mean, yeah, he traveled on that. I mean, if you travel, you travel. Shit, everybody travel. Everybody did travel before.
6 steps from your last dribble, plus you get to bump a guy off. Since when is that part of the deal? You get to bump a dude off. And take 6 steps. But getting back to the GO combo, not the GO combo, but this is part of my GO because I want like Herm sees it the way he sees it. I look at it as you have to have a resume first. Like, guy gotta have, like, we all thought the Cade, like, put it this way, in the Knicks and Pistons series last year, right? We all thought the Cade was gonna be the best player in the series. A lot of people did, right? Even I had my doubts. But Brunson had hair on his chest. Cade didn't. And who started in that series? Brunson. So when I think of who's the best player in the league, I think of if all is equal, right? Now, we all know that SGA has the best team. And this is why I think that SGA is the runt of this four-man litter. I mean, I know Embiid. I got Embiid and a couple other guys on the thumbnail. But which, he's got to stay. He got to show me he's healthy. They got him on a minutes limit. He's not even playing well consistently right now. So I'm going to look at how you're playing right now. And then I'm also going to look at your resume. Like Giannis, okay, now getting out the first round, that's a victim of circumstance, right? The same thing with SGA and his team is deep. Like, his team is so deep. They got guys that, even with the injuries, they can just kind of play, right? Even with Chet missing the last couple of games, they just went smaller or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, again, that's the team situation. But if all things were equal, I think Giannis and Joker and Luka are just better players. I think if Giannis and SGA had to play in the series, the finals would be, as a Knicks fan, that ain't something I foresee happening unless he gets traded to the Knicks, right? But Giannis is going to be the best player in that series. I don't like, you can tell me about him being the MVP and all that. That don't mean he's going to be the best player in the series. Let's keep it real. SGA really wasn't even the best player in the finals last year. It was arguable that Siakam and J-Dub was better. Holly played better than him in a couple of spots, but he was too inconsistent. Like, that's the thing about Holly. Holly is a good game, bad game type of dude, in my opinion. But the way Luka is playing right now, Luka has about 5 years on this level. Where, again, he's talking about third all-time leading scorer in NBA history as far as points per game, second in the playoffs. I mean, those are the things that's on his resume. Again, Wemby, a good tool. I understand Wemby's potential, and again, he could be MVP, defensive player of the year, and take a long playoff run. But we got to see that first. And I'm not betting on it because, again, I think the Spurs will probably get a playoff spot. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I need to see him.
Yeah, he got to get to. And I love what Wemby doing. And I do see him. He can get the defense player of the year. But as far as like anything else, he do got to get to the playoffs though. And I hope he get there, man. I hope he get there.
Be dominant in a playoff series. Like, I need to see that first before I can crown him. Now again, he's in that top 10, top 5 conversation for sure. But the best player in the game right now, again, okay, give me a couple of months of this. Then if we did this by around New Year's, and we'll be still cooking like this, and the Spurs are like 10, 15 games over 500, then I'll consider it. But after the first 2 weeks, yes, we know what potentially he is going to be. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, guys got to reach that potential before we get Giannis. Again, Giannis' finals in 2021, and I know that's 4 years ago now, but 5.
What he
But it
done since
was
then,
one of
he ain't done shit since. So you can sit up there and hang your hat on that. Man, I'm not finna keep sitting around here protecting the nigga that haven't lived up to what niggas thought he would be doing right about now. He's not dominating. Ain't been out the first round last 3 years. All he gonna do is put up his little numbers. 30 points, 60% from the field. We understand that. But what effect it has on winning? It don't have a damn thing effect on winning for the Bucks. So at the end of the day, bro, till he make another deep run, he shouldn't even be in the conversation as well as the best player in the league. So got to keep the same energy. If you go use that on Wemby, a third-year player, I'm going to use that on the veteran that been one of the best players for the last 9 or 10 years, and he ain't done shit since he won his championship. So, nah, he shouldn't be in the combo either. He
But
got a
if
lot to prove
Middleton
too.
hadn't got hurt like that, I think he would have cranked out another one.
I don't care though. I don't care about
No, I'm
that.
serious though. I mean, seriously. I mean,
That don't mean
if
nothing
that.
either.
no,
It
that
mean nothing.
dude means something because he was the second best. They
Yeah,
had,
yeah. I make excuses for niggas
no, it's
y'all
not an
want to.
excuse.
That's
It's
cool.
not an
That's
excuse.
cool.
It's not an
Okay,
excuse. It's not an excuse.
see, first
Same
of all,
thing for Joker
your
too
little
though.
numbers hurt.
Joker,
Your little
Joker
numbers hurt.
shouldn't, Joker shouldn't be in the combo either. He shouldn't even be in it either. So I don't want to hear nothing about Joker either.
Now
He
the
ain't
thing
done
is,
shit
I
since.
do agree Shea should be viewed as the best player in the league right now. I agree with that. But I'm just saying when Milwaukee was trying to repeat that series against Boston, that's when matter of fact, I don't even think Chris Middleton played. Or either he got hurt early in the series. I think if he wouldn't have got hurt, because remember it went 7 games. I think if he wouldn't have got hurt, I think
I
Milwaukee
mean,
advances back to the final.
Boston. I mean, Milwaukee in their finals run. Kyrie got hurt. James Harden was hurt. They got a bye with that. Trae Young got hurt. So end of the day, the injuries worked in the Bucks' favor in that 2021 year. So
And
you can
Giannis,
say that. You can
hey,
say that, but the Bucks got lucky too by certain injuries.
okay. As you know, Giannis also got hurt. He was
I
made.
mean, they went against the rookie Trae Young Atlanta Hawks. Hell, yeah, the reason they won because of Chris Middleton. That's why they got through that series. So that
But
make
wait a
it
minute though,
even
but
worse.
Giannis, he got to
That make
extend
it
his
even
leg.
worse. Make my case even better. You actually made my case.
See, you try to
Nah,
look.
man, you gotta give. I'm gonna tell you why you gotta give it to Giannis. I'm gonna tell you why you gotta give it to him because they was down
Nope.
2-0 in them finals versus
That was
Phoenix. And
coaching.
Phoenix was a hell of a squad. They had a
That
hell
was
of a
coach
squad.
Bobby Porter's changed the series. Once they inserted Bobby Porter
Nah,
in the
man, you got to
starting
give it to
lineup.
him. I
No,
mean, people made contributions.
once they took Brook Lopez out the lineup and played Bobby Porter's more minutes, that's when the series turned around. Because you got to
But
remember,
wait a minute, whoa,
the
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Sun, the
And I
Sun, the
agree,
Sun,
they
the
made
Sun, the
contributions,
Suns was
but
cooking. The Suns was killing. No, the Suns was
that
killing
block
Brook
by
Lopez.
Giannis in Game 4 on DeAndre Ayton to tie that series,
It was
Hey,
all about
that
Brook
that right
Lopez.
there, that wasn't a contributing
It
factor
was
to them coming
coaching.
back from
It
2-0.
was coaching. It was coaching the reason why the Bucks got down 2-0 in the first place.
so
No,
you
I'm not saying it wasn't coaching. I'm saying
Budenholzer did a piss poor job those first 2 games.
I'm not disagreeing with that. My point is, Giannis, they didn't even know if that man was gonna be able to play coming off a hyperextended leg.
If Brook Lopez, let's just say he never made that adjustment, would you be talking about that block that happened game 4? If Brook Lopez
At
were
the end of the
playing
day,
major
we,
minutes,
we can say that
yeah,
about every
you can
final
say
that's ever
it.
been played.
No, I know we can't because at end of the day, bro, they didn't make that adjustment. The Suns were gonna sweep them.
My
The
point
Suns
is,
swept.
my point is, okay, Game 6, where everything when Milwaukee took control of the series, went up 3-2. They remember they went in Game 5, and Drew Holiday played tremendous
I
that
mean, I
game.
won money off them niggas winning 4 straight. Cause I said soon he make the adjustment, they were gonna win 4 straight. So I won money off the Bucks. And I
But
won 2,500 off the Bucks because I bet it against the Suns fan, well, Chris Paul fan on Ticket Channel, and he was talking shit like the Suns would go sweep them, and the Bucks wasn't gonna win. I said, man, the Bucks gonna win 4 straight because all they got to do is take Brook Lopez out, and I was right. So I mean, that was the series.
well,
Cause that's what
Milwaukee
we kept talking.
they had been knocking on the door for the past 3 years, and I just
Hell,
feel that you know what I'm
hell,
saying. So it
hell
wasn't like
no.
they came out
Hell
of
no.
nowhere and did it.
They did come out of nowhere because they kept getting their ass whooped because they couldn't
Whoa,
make
whoa, whoa, whoa,
shots.
whoa, whoa! In
Malcolm Brogdon,
2019, let's go. Okay, let's go back.
and Eric
2019.
Bledsoe. Now Malcolm Brogdon and Eric Bledsoe couldn't make a damn shot in the playoffs. They kept losing, nigga. They
No,
didn't
but
make
what
the
I'm
deep
saying,
run. They never
Milwaukee.
made the deep run outside of 2021.
Whoa, top what? In 2019, they went to the conference finals. They was up 2-0 against Toronto, right?
Remember?
It was up 2-0 against Toronto, and then the
And
following
Eric
year.
Bledsoe couldn't make a shot.
No, I agree. No, I'm just saying Milwaukee was a threat like a couple years before they won the title. It wasn't like
not with no hell no.
wait a minute. They had the best record. They had the best record in the league in 2019 and 2020 going into the playoffs.
Shit.
Number one
Kyle
overall
Corbin that won 60 games. What that mean?
But wait a minute, but see, that's it. Atlanta didn't have no superstar though. Atlanta didn't have no superstar.
It don't matter. You brought up the record. Shit, you
No,
what
I'm saying what I'm saying is
don't bring up
Giannis, the 2 years before he won the title, right? He was back-to-back league MVP, one defensive player of the year. So it wasn't like Milwaukee just came out of nowhere. That's what I'm saying. Yes, they was losing, but they went to the conference finals. They was up 2-0. Toronto came back and won that series. And the next year, I ain't gonna even bring up that bubble. I'm saying they came back in 2021.
No, you brought up 2019. Bring up the bubble.
Okay, 2020. I'll put it this way: going into that season, there's my pick to win it all. Now nobody know the COVID was going to hit, but before the COVID hit, they had the best record in the NBA.
Well, 50 and 8 point. They were 50 and 8 at one point. Man.
Right, and they had one of the top rated defenses in the league. So you had all the components there. They improved. They improved from 2019, and Giannis kept getting better. So it wasn't like they just came out of nowhere and said, "Poof, we're gonna sneak them and get one." So I just think, man, Giannis, that Game 6 performance when he dropped the 50 and the 15 rebounds and his 17 and 19 from the free throw line and the 5 blocks, that's the greatest closeout game I ever seen in my life in the NBA Finals.
Yeah, man. I mean, look, and when you said he put up his little numbers right now, lead the league in scoring, 34 games, 13 rebounds, 7 assists on 69% shooting. Those are not little numbers. That's dominant. He's been you say he's done nothing. Okay, right. As far as winning championships and getting long playoff runs. It's 2023 altogether. In the first couple of these years. And again, that's the injuries have really derailed them, and the injuries to Dane and the injuries to himself. Like, yeah, you could build the wall on him, the whole 9. But at the end of the day, I mean, bro, the man has been all NBA first team every single season. All the NBA defense. Like, Giannis is consistently good. It's consistently dominant. It's a dominant player, bro. And this is what I mean. Like, it seems like you ready to crown him, but yet Giannis can't be in the conversation with 4 or 5 dominant seasons, and all because he's the team has had playoff failures. Because we all know if he's healthy, they go up a whole nother level. They don't get to the finals. They don't get shit like the one or 2 years without that. Let's be real. San Antonio could have a great and then do nothing in the playoffs. That's what I'm saying. It's like I thought that in the top 10 spot, Cunningham should be in that, but then for the playoffs, he wasn't as good as he was. You know what I mean? So can I see Wemby in the playoffs? Can I see him actually last season? Because that's the same issue that I have with Giannis. They're so tall and lanky. Their feet are so big. They always there's always something that's being twisted or some injury by San Antonio. One of the reasons I get San Antonio was low managing him because they were trying to tank a little bit, get into the lottery, get quality players, but also he's an injury risk being that tall. You know what I'm saying? He's an injury risk being that slight. So it's kind of the same thing with Giannis. The way he plays the downhill. You know what I mean? Giannis is actually hitting. I know it's not a high value. He's hitting 60% of his threes right now. I mean, Giannis is playing dominant. He's always dominant. So my thing is, no, I'm not taking. There's no way I'm taking him out of this conversation. The resume is like, okay, because he's been on that mountaintop, he's got to stay on that to be in. No, we've seen that his talent can lead a team to a championship. Same thing with Joker. Joker had an average a triple double last year. Joker is the only player. Michael Jordan didn't have 5 seasons of 30 PER. Again, numbers are numbers, not the only thing, but had 5 straight seasons of 30 PER. He's now become the number 1 player in all-time PER, career PER. I mean, the Joker is absolutely amazing. Seems like he's kind of pacing himself at the playing. Like all these Euro guys seem, except for Luka somehow, seem to be like kind of pacing themselves because they played like high-level basketball over the summer. But, yeah, I mean, look, SCA, again, I'm not saying that, I'm not saying that Wemby won't be it, but I got to see it. I got to see more than a couple of seasons, a couple of weeks of great dominant play. Because, again, like, I remember my first time that he played against my Knicks. Mitchell Robinson took his fool. Oh, if I'm seeing the Jock Landales, I don't even know who Phoenix starting center is, to be honest, bro. Like, so, with that being said, we gotta really get really get that what can I say? He's got to get some hair in his chest, man. That's it. Get his hair in his chest. Give me 2 months of dominance. Give me 2 players in a month in a row. And then we can see that. Right now, Luka is playing everybody. He's playing the best individual basketball, I believe. Again, I think the Joker's pacing himself, but the numbers are not. He's not averaging a 30-point triple double, but he's averaging a triple double. Denver's looking good. They lost the 2 games, but so yeah, all these guys are in it. And my thing is, and again, I want more perspective. If anybody want to come up, I want more perspectives on it. But yeah, it's like you can't knock guys for falling off their impossible standard. Or I guess you got. They're so great. Like Joker was so great, he almost averaged a triple double to a finals run. Right? That hasn't been done. He triple double last year. He could possibly do it right now. There's a lot of basketball to play. Luka is now third to Wilt in his first 4 games of the season in points total. Like the first player to get 40 points, and I think in his first 4 games, the opening season ever. I'm not sure if Wilt only had Wilt probably because Wilt's numbers are so high. It probably is Wilt. Him and Wilt are only 2 guys to do it. Even Jordan didn't do it. Again, these are great things, and I also wanted to talk about the scoring explosion that everybody's got. So guys like Luka can make things like that. Hey Mark, calm down. It's a long season. I'm surprised Portland lost last night. Portland came out and had that one, but bro, the Lakers, I stand on it. The Lakers are not. We talked about it early, slightly for a little bit. The Lakers are not. The Lakers defense is not going to carry through this season. So we'll see what happens. Tough fry, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm talking the best player in the game right now. Again, I think it's a 4-man race. Herm got Wemby in it, and he probably. Do you think Wemby is the best player of Herm? Or do you just say he's in the conversation? or you had. I think y'all both had SGA, and then Wemby is in the conversation, but we not putting Joker, and we not putting Luke in. We not put all because they had recent failures. I mean, it is what it is. People could have said when they lost to Dallas, right? And this is what I'm saying. They lost. They were the number one seed, OKC, and got smacked by Dallas in the second round. You know what I mean? So if we're doing that, are you only as good as your last move? Is that what you're saying? Again, SCA had a great playoffs. I ain't gonna say anything, but I didn't think he was I didn't think he was dominant in the playoff run. Right? He was doing what he did in the regular season, get to the line a lot, stuff like that. But I just look at it right. When I look at the number one player, is if you in a playoff run, in a playoff series, who's gonna be the most dominant player? I think right now, I think Giannis right now, the playoff started today. I think he would be the most dominant player in the league. I think he would be the best player in any playoff series that he played if he's healthy. Everybody being healthy. Luka might be second, and then Joker might be third, and SGA might be fourth in my opinion. But that's just the way I'm looking at it. That's what I'm asking. When did Wemby overtake Giannis? I mean, what, good 2 weeks, and right now, Giannis, again, 34-13 on 69% shooting. He's even making 60% of his three. It's a low volume, I get it, but
Man, it ain't hard to overtake Giannis right now, man. It ain't hard to overtake Giannis.
I think
It
he
ain't
just
hard to overtake Giannis. Giannis do it to himself, so he make it easy for niggas to overpass him. So until he stop load managing, until he find that same passion that he had at 2021 back, like I keep telling you, I don't want to hear shit about Giannis being the best player in the league. He don't have the same passion. He don't. That's just the honest God truth, man.
you're a Grizzlies fan, right? We could talk about Ja a little bit more later, in a little bit. But
I mean,
with
I've been told you about Ja, but you saying you act like I was a hater. I've been telling you about that because I know a little shit for real, for real. So I mean, it is what it is. Ja don't take Ja don't take his craft seriously for real. One of my niggas work for the Grizzlies organization, so I mean, I know some things about Ja.
it's looking ugly right now. It's looking really ugly. Like
And
it's just
and I can tell you, I actually saved a nigga one night. The nigga went to a club in the city. The club don't search nobody, right? And Ja was
mhm.
in the club kicking it, man. I told my nigga that the promoter of the club, I said, man, y'all nigga know y'all don't search nobody, man. Get that nigga up out of there. So that nigga, they don't know how to. Them niggas didn't know. He don't know how to handle being famous. His daddy don't get his daddy enjoying the attention just as much as his son getting it. I mean, it is what it is, man. Them niggas gonna be that nigga just ain't gonna be never hit his potential. Nigga ain't worked on his jump shot like I told you. The nigga ain't improved. He been the same nigga since he came into the league. Nigga just gotta face reality with Ja Morant, man.
He need a scenery change, and yeah, that idea of him, he could. I think he need to go to somebody else's team, go to a winning situation, contribute, and maybe he'll get that joy back. But when you talk, well, he ain't even 26. He ain't even 27 years old, man. Talking about not having joy for the game. That's crazy. Crazy. But I think he's not getting along with the coach. I think the coach is challenging him to be a better player. He ain't taking.
He the reason Taylor Jenkins got fired though. He was the reason why the last coach got fired
I
too.
see. You get a new coach and you don't, and you ain't feeling him. And at that point, yeah, you a problem. Again, I look. It's funny because I'm a Trey Young hater, but I couldn't believe people had Trey Young about 3 years ago. I couldn't believe people had Trey Young in Ja Morant's class. And right now, even with his situation and his injuries, like Ja's just bad, bro. Ja that situation against the Lakers, a team that should have nobody that can stay in front of him. And he just had. Hey, I was watching that. The game was kind of watching me. It was boring, and I'm like, Ja is not killing. The Grizzlies had a big lead, and next thing you know, Ja never put his imprint on the game. So I guess that night right there is where him and the coach really had the falling out, and it's been that way since. So I mean, yeah, it's bad. It's bad, man. I think it's a generational thing. To me, your pride and your sense of pride in your craft to not let you be looking like that. The reporters in your face. Mind you, if this one, people were talking. We got Knicks fans talking about should we try to get Ja? Hell no, hell no. And I'm a Ja fan. Again, like I said, I'm a fan of his. But I know he has nothing to our team other than diminished speed. Like, I mean, would coming to New York? No. The problem is you got to deal with New York reporters every time
He
you and Mike
won't. He
Brown.
won't. He won't survive in New York City, man.
No. Media? Oh hell no. And then it's not even like we ain't got that game. Our situation ain't like Memphis where there are games, but like Ja ain't gonna get caught up in that. Nah, he gonna be living in a posh Manhattan situation or whatever. But ain't that I put it away, ain't as much trouble for him to get into in New York as it was. He's gonna be really protected that way. But the media, every little tout, because the dude is visibly pouting on the floor right now. That's a bad look. Based on what I've seen, him and the coach said something to him, challenged him, and he just ain't take it the right way. And that's the problem. These players, they don't want to be great. Ja don't want to be. Ja was there, bro. I get it. The jump shot wasn't being, but Ja was still special enough to go out there and get 26 and 8 easily in his sleep. Just off his talent alone. If he had a jump shot, yeah. You know what I mean? But Ja, like nobody, I don't think nobody could guard Ja about 3 years ago. Now everybody named Mama is holding him to single digits whenever he ain't really into it like that. I don't know, man. It's a weird situation. Zion got another injury, a hamstring injury, something like that. I mean, yeah, that draft class, bro. R.J. Barrett. It's funny. Talk about the moves. R.J. Barrett is looking nice and good and consistent. R.J. Barrett is the most consistent player out of that draft, man. Shout out to R.J. He's over in his hometown, Toronto. Toronto's looking better than I thought. Well, I'm actually looking as good as I thought. They probably get a playing spot over there in the East. The Bulls still getting their ass kicked. He said, you sound like Kendrick Perkins. Nah, it's all good.
I mean, the Bucks getting their ass whooped though.
Yeah. I mean, look, the Bucks, they up and down. Like right now, they need a point guard. They need Cole Anthony. Cole Anthony. Porter's gonna be out for a minute. You got Cole Anthony out there. You got Brian Rollins hit or miss. You gotta realize these guys are relying on Brian Rollins and AJ Green. Like Kuzma is. I know my boy JB loves his young soldiers, man, for the
I mean,
Lakers.
Ryan Rollins was the reason they beat Golden State.
Green, they were too hot, and when Jonathan had nothing going to the second half, you know what I'm saying? He didn't have nothing going to the second half, and when they let him take 6 steps. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can take 6 steps and bump Karl Anthony Towns up and get the layup. No call, okay. But yeah, Ryan Rollins, AJ Green kept them in the game, kept us from blowing that game open. And they came back and beat the Knicks, executed down the stretch. But the Bucks are a factor, man. I know casual. I forget that they what's the name in them on playback doing I don't know what game they doing. But yeah, I had to get, like I said, I had to get my get back on track with 10 toes down. And yeah, man. I mean, look, I shout out to Casual though because he the one that got me to thinking about this. Who's the best player in the game right now? And again, yeah, this is early. Early overreaction thing. But when I think of the best player, I think of the first thing I'm thinking of. All things equal, who's the best? Who's gonna be the best player in a series? Who's gonna be the most done? If Giannis and the Joker played in a series and they played in the finals,
man, that'd be a great finals, boy. That'd be a great finals.
And who would be the best player? Arguable. I think that I think the Bucks will be able to deal with the Joker more than the Nuggets could deal with Giannis. I think Giannis will be the most dominant player. But again, he's got to get to the finish line. He's got to be healthy. He's, a lot of, and I get that, Herm. Not getting out the first round for a few years, that got you looking a certain way at him. But yeah, he's got to get to the finish line, and he got to be healthy. And shout out to you for bringing up Bobby Portis. Yeah, I remember telling my boy Bobby Portis. Remember the year before he won the championship, he played with the Knicks in that 2020 season, and we pretty much had to let him go because salary cap casualty type of deal. And I said him going to the Bucks, he's gonna make a great impact. And yeah, he turned that final series around. He turned that final series around. Portis is one of them guys. He ain't a great defender, but he is a great rebounder.
He kind of put you in the mind of Horace Grant.
Yeah, Horace Grant with a little bit more range and a little bit more toughness, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Now, Horace Grant was a better shot blocker and probably better defender. But yeah, he got that Horace Grant vibe. And again, he's a good locker room guy. He's a legit tough guy. Remember him? He knocked out what's his name, Mirotic? That dude that was on the Bulls with him.
Oh yeah, Nikolai Mirotic. Yeah.
George sent it back to Europe. But yeah, look, he's OG. I call him OG, but I've been calling him OG Bobby since he was at Arkansas, busting my man Karl Anthony Towns and all them Kentucky. Like, he was the only motherfucker in the NBA on his team. It was like 10 NBA players on Kentucky. And even though Kentucky won the game, OG Bobby was the best player on that floor. With Booker, Ulis, Tyler Ulis was there. He was in the NBA for a minute. The Harrison twins. Fucking what's the other guys? Willie Cauley-Stein and somebody. Oh, Trey Lyles was on. Damn, like 8, 9 NBA players. Bakari Johnson had a little cup of tea in the NBA. That was a deep ass Kentucky team, but yeah, I think what's the name mismanaged them. Calipari. He had so many great players that he kept putting them in them stupid ass platoons instead of just doing a regular rotation. And Wisconsin beat their ass in the Final Four. But I remember Bobby Portis is an all-around solid player. The only thing he is not a great lateral defender or whatever, but he did give you a solid effort on the board. Honestly, I remember the Knicks game. He had a corner three that came open again. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So yeah, I mean, look, I want more takes on it. I want some more takes. The reason why I think SGA is the run of the litter, he's in a great situation and is obviously a great player, but of the four, he's the guy you can actually guard and knock off their game. You can't guard Giannis. You can't guard. I mean, you can guard the Joker, right? You can throw looks at him, but
you can't guard? You can guard Jokic, and you most definitely can guard Giannis because we seen goddamn 6'7" Kawhi Leonard gave Giannis a run for his money. Yeah, he had length to help him out. But shit, at end of the day, we seen Giannis get clamped before too. So don't act like we ain't seen Giannis have problems.
But you know how you can't clamp Giannis? That's what I'm saying. When I say you can't guard, I mean you got to change your whole defense. You got to fix your whole defense around to stop him. Now, if he had guys that could eat off that wall, and again, that's what happened with the Knicks game. We were putting that wall on them, and all of a sudden, we couldn't get out to the 3-point line to guard the AJ Greens and the Ryan Rollins of the world and the Bobby Portis. So he makes other players better because you gotta put a wall up. You gotta put players playing off their man to stop him. You can't guard this man 1-on-1. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? At the time, OG Anunoby was on him that night, and it was got to a point where it's like a bad well holding a flowing river back. Like it's cracks in it. You cannot guard this man with one guy, so you gotta reinforce the defense play on him. That's what I mean. You can. I don't know it's hard to guard SGA too with the foul baiting, but I've seen guys playing for months. I think out of all of them, he's the one guy you can use one guy. Like you can use one elite defender and clamp them up. But you can't do that with the other three. That's just my opinion. You know, that's just my opinion. So I mean, yeah, it really is interesting. Damn, man, Duke is playing Texas. I'm looking at uh, the debut of the Boozer twins. Duke is playing Texas, and Texas is up by 1 right now. Duke was up by like 9 points earlier. Looks like I watched that game. Let me see. You going? Oh, you a Kentucky fan, Dakota? So yeah, you know about that team I was talking about. That they was calling that the potentially the greatest team of all time. I knew they would get their ass beat eventually. I did my if Wisconsin didn't get them, I knew Jaleel Okafor and Tyus Jones and Justin Winslow, my boys, will get their ass in the finals, man. For real. I don't think they had an answer for Jaleel Okafor. But, yeah, man. Let's see. What do you think about the scoring, Herm? You think like they made scoring too easy?
Hmm.
Well, I don't know if Herm stepped away, but what do you think, JB?
Well, basically, man, didn't they say something like over 10 players right now averaging 30 points a game?
Yeah, last I checked, it was
Mhm.
10.
It was a 10.
10, yeah.
Well, that new rule, man, that they implemented, it's
Sure.
yeah, ain't no 10, ain't no 10 players at the same time.
Hell yeah, they made scoring too easy, man.
Capable averaging 30 points. But that being said, man, it's early in the season, man. It's been some good play, so for the most part, I ain't gonna play. But they are trying to elevate offense though, and there's no need to do it.
Yep.
The cream gonna rise to the crop anyway.
Just let it come naturally. You know what I'm saying? Like, we at the point where we cheapening the idea of 30 points a game. Look, it ain't going to end up. I think I would guess about 5 guys average 30 points a game. There was one season where 6 guys averaged 30 points a game. I remember when Go James Keenum or Johnny did that whole little thing, and I started counting because he said only 2 players in the 90s outside of Jordan averaged 30 points a game, like overnight. So the 29.7 when Malone did 29.7, Robinson had 29.7. That don't count. It was only Dominique and somebody else averaged 30 over 30 in the 90s. But again, you're talking about the 90s where you actually had to earn your points. Now, there's this idea where everybody named mama averaging 30. You know what I'm saying? Like 10 guys is just crazy. And again, I know it's early in the season. That's going to even out. But we did have one season, I believe, where it was 6 guys. I can't remember which season it was, but 6 guys. I think it was the 2023 season because LeBron, yeah, he averaged over 30. He wound up like third in scoring or something like that. But that's the year Embiid won the scoring title. I believe that was the year where we had 6 guys. Now, I could be mistaken. I know at least in 2030, I knew it was like at least 3 or 4 players that average 30 points a game. But 30 points a game is not, not rounding up from 29.7 to 29.8, but averaging 30 point plus. That used to be like, an elite thing. I mean, now it's just like, yeah, you know. And look, you still got to go. You still got to get up and down this court to actually average that. And you got to play at the high pace, and you actually got to make your shot and stuff like that. Guy like Giannis is a 30-point scorer. You know what I mean? That's why he's automatically in this what's the name? Oh, JB. Yeah, drop it. Yeah, yeah, he scores, man. Like, let me
All right, Mom.
oh, 34. Sabonis overtook him in rebounds. That's think about this. Giannis, the one is Giannis.
Let's see
Joker,
what we can do tomorrow.
no, him, himself, you know.
Yeah. But man, I don't want to hear nothing about no Greek freak. I don't want to hear nothing about Joker. Man, them bums ain't done that since they won the chip, man.
Hmm. See, I think the way it's set up, man, the way the league, man, I think it's gonna be more about teams anyway. I think it's gonna be about teams. What I mean by that is, uh, it's gonna be. How can I say this? One team gonna come up like Indiana Pacers broke through. They made a deep. Although they was a good team the year before. What I'm saying, man, the way it's set up, man, it's like I just see a lot of. How can I say this, man? I don't think you're gonna be seeing nobody going no 4 straight finals. I don't think you're gonna be seeing that, but we don't
Yeah, and
know
this
though.
Hey, what up, Sturdy?
Oh, OKC go do it though.
They're gonna be around for a long time. They're gonna be around for a long time, but to say 4 straight finals, man, I mean, yeah, that. Can they repeat? We'll find out.
Yeah, I mean, OKC could do it. I don't think they're gonna do it. I think it's gonna be some slip ups in there. What up, Sturdy? How you doing, bro?
Hey, even if they slip up, they one trade away. God damn it, for breaking away from all the teams again. So I mean, you better hope they not slipping, because if they slipping, they gonna make a big trade, and they ain't gonna have to get rid of any talent to
No,
make a big
see, that's why I
trade.
say OKC set up for the next 10 years.
Yeah,
They'll never
OKC gonna be
fall
in the
off.
mix,
They'll never
for
But
fall
my
off.
sure.
bad, we got Sturdy in the building though. But my bad on that.
Hey, what up, Sturdy? What you got on the subject?
Oh, what's good with y'all? Uh, uh, I personally, well, y'all only talk about the topic video.
So we talking about the best player in the league. To me, I think it's a 4-person race. Um, oh, I think it's a 4-person race. Um, what's it? Herm got Wembyama in it. I think Wembyama ain't got enough hair on his chest to get in the conversation. Me personally, but
Well, yeah, like to me, it depends on like how what is like the timetable that you basically like make your judgment, right? So for most people, I'll stick with me. I think it's Giannis. For me personally, I take into account like what players are doing this season, and because it's only like 7 games now, also taking into account what you did last season. So it's a combination of both. And I think it's Giannis, Jokic, Luka, and Wemby. I think those are the 4 in that order. I think the only reason why Wemby isn't definitively top 2, if not 1, is because unlike those other oh, my fault, Shay. I apologize. Unlike those other 4 guys, he hasn't proven to sustain it for a full season, basically. Like rookie year, he played majority of the season, but the rookie Wemby, he was still elite defensively, but he wasn't this. He wasn't this. He wasn't this
Plus, he
version of
was
himself.
on minutes restriction too.
And he was on minute restriction, so that's why I said like he hasn't proven yet to basically sustain it. I'm not that type of person. I used to be this type of person. I used to be like just to respect like other people and what they did. I used to wait until a up and comer would have like at least some playoff experience, so that way I can be fair to that person. But there are exceptions to that rule, and Wemby is that exception. You're talking about the best defender in the league that's capable of any night give you anywhere from 28 to 30 points, anywhere from 12 to 14 rebounds, and on a average night give you 4 blocks. So I think that type of player, just a matter of time before he is the best. But to answer the question again, as of now, I would say Giannis. I think what we've seen these last 7 games, my fault. when we've seen these the first 7 games of the year so far, I think Giannis is playing at a top 20 level when it comes as a defender. But the fact that he's top 5 in rebounding, top 5 in scoring, and he have a career high in assists this year. And then just to take the stats aside for a second, when you just look at his play, Giannis has figured out how to control the pace of the game. And he looks more comfortable in half court situations than he did in prior seasons. So that's why you starting to see the result of a career high in assists. That's why you start to see. I think he's shooting damn near 80% at the rim so far this season. Damn near 80% at the rim,
crazy.
and 60% from 3. Now, granted, he's shooting like 1.5 3 a game. But since we being over, it's dramatic. Why not? He's still shooting 60% from 3.
They
And
got
so
the ass whooped by the Raptors tonight, man.
they did.
I mean, shit happened. But see,
They did.
again, like I said, for every Raptors, again, we got what he had a single versus Phoenix. You know, again, that won me my fantasy week because that won me my fantasy week. He only had like 30 something points, fantasy points that night, and normally he go for 60, 70, 80, damn near 100 times.
But I'm being long-winded. I think, but just simply put, I think Giannis is the best player. I think the clear top 5 in the league right now is Giannis, Joker, Shea, Luka, and Wemby. I think that's the top 5.
Man,
Yeah, that's fair. Like I said,
crown,
I mean,
man.
yeah, I don't think SGA got the crown. I need to see I need to see another season of him. I need to see another. Again, I know he beat Joker. I know he beat Joker.
Right now? You see what he doing?
Okay, he's 7-0. I got it. But again, I think it's the ensemble cast is doing that more.
Other niggas been hurt too.
Yeah, I know. Again, if you know they so deep, they can plug and play. You know, you join the other guy.
Yeah, but Chet ain't consistent. Chet not consistent at all.
I get that's what I'm saying. You can still plug and play with they so deep that they can just, they got so many guys. And again, that's not to take away from SGA because he's actually the centerpiece of it all. But yeah, they got so, and I'm not going to use that to subtract from him. I'm going to look at his own individual play. So when like I said, I guess I'm repeating it because Sturdy just pulled up. But I'm looking at it as I don't think SGA if SGA is in a series against Giannis, I think Giannis will be the best player. Like, and that's just based on everything you just said. Like the guy, again, you got to change your defense to stop a guy like Giannis.
So
you got to put that wall up.
So you don't have to change your defense for SGA?
No, I mean, you pretty much got to you can put one guy on him and just pray that he don't get in foul trouble.
That's a lie.
Really?
That's a lie.
I seen Minnesota put one guy on him, and it was either between Noah and McDaniel.
That's why Minnesota got cooked too. So
yeah, they got cooked when he started flopping. I put it this way. No, because I seen SEA. I seen that. You could bottle this dude up for a half.
They be fouling that nigga. They be fouling.
Don't do that. Man. My man did a whole. You remember the slip and slides we used to play with his kids? Now my kids playing with the slippers. He did a little slip and slide move. Nobody tripped him.
See, Sturdy. This is my problem, Sturdy. Niggas always want to talk about winning and always want to include the winning formula. About SGA is basically doing that, bringing a franchise that nobody ever thought would win a fucking title. He brought a title to Oklahoma City, for crying out loud. We've seen the title in Milwaukee before. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar did that. We've seen that, but we never seen one of Oklahoma. And this nigga SGA did it. And he did it in and he went through a tough conference. This nigga, when you think about who he beat, this nigga beat Ja Morant. This nigga beat Luka. I mean, not Luka. This nigga beat Jokic. And this nigga beat Ant-Man on his way to the finals. That's a good little resume to hang your hat on for your finals run.
It's a good resume.
And when you look at Giannis in 2021, It was only KD. It was only KD that he went, and you could count Chris Paul and Devin Booker. Those are the three niggas. I take the three that Shea just went against for that particular year. Those three players that particular year was better than those three players in that particular year in that damn final, in that damn playoff run. And then you gotta look at it. In the East, he didn't really have to go through no hurdles in the East. Brooklyn was hurt. Shit, the Hawks was hurt. Hell, even Giannis was hurt himself. Chris Middleton got them to the finals. Man,
Excuses for winning. I love it.
SGA run to the finals was better than Giannis run to the finals. I'm standing on that. I'm
What
standing
about his?
on it.
Oh, okay, but what about his performance in the final? Who had the better final performance in finals?
They're about tit for tat, actually, if you want to be honest.
Stop it, man.
I mean, it's
That
the truth.
block.
All right, pull up the stats, what they did in the whole finals. Pull up the NBA finals stats.
Hold on. I'm gonna read them off. We gonna be stepping up our game soon enough, man. We gonna be stepping up where I can actually put visuals up there. But hold on, I'm gonna look for it. So last year in the finals, I'll start here. Let me see. Let me get it. Let me get up there. Okay, Thunder. And he had an up and down finals, from what I remember.
Man, what was his averages, man? Cut the bullshit.
Hold on, I'm gonna tell you. Okay, he went 30. He went 34, 30.3, 4.6, 5.6 assists. Good
And
enough,
what was
very
his
good,
field goal
great numbers.
percentage?
Hold
What
on,
was
I'm about
his field goal
to call it right now. Hold on. A field goal percentage 44. See, 44, 24, and 91. Now, obviously, how many free throws? 64 free throws. He damn near made as many free throws as he made field goals. You know what I mean? So yeah, 44 and 20 and 21%, 24%. Not terrible, not great. You know what I'm saying? Not great at all.
They average 30 in
Yeah,
the finals, man. And everybody can't say they average 30
I
in the
get
finals.
it. I'm not one of these guys to nitpick solely
You
based
are
on
kind of
shooting percentage.
nitpicking right now, though.
Nah, look, you asked for it, and you saw it wasn't
I
impressive.
know.
See,
Give me honest. Give me honest.
hold on. Oh, and J-Dub went 42. I'm just for reference. J-Dub went 43, 27. So I know about it was actually it's funny because it was actually a whole defensive struggle in that finals. OKC as the team shot 44%, so he shot above the team average. But without even knowing, I know Giannis' numbers are superior, right? And then I ain't gonna talk about defensive impact. The defensive impact Giannis had on that is better than what's the
Bobby
name did.
Portis had more of a defensive impact than Giannis did in their finals.
Well, not even a good defender.
And Drew Holiday was the best defender on the team. So I mean,
Oh, stop it. Okay.
You
Their
stop it.
defense,
Drew Holiday was the best defensive player on
Holiday
the
was a
Bucks.
great defender, but telling me he's a better defender than the Giannis? No.
Yeah,
Defensive impact, that block.
He locked up Devin Booker for the rest of that at the game too.
What
He locked him up rest of the
Devin
series.
Booker is soft.
Now Devin Booker is still a great player.
Soft. SAWFT soft.
And Philly Fry, it was a game 7 because I won money off that. I said the Bucks was gonna win in 6. Man, the Bucks
Okay,
won in 6.
it was game 6. Okay, let's go to Giannis' stats right now. I know I'm a little bit slow.
You dumb son of a bitch. Shut up.
Okay, Giannis' numbers. You ready for him? 35, 13, and 5. Average damn near more assists as a point guard. 13 rebounds, 35 points a game. Now, 62% from the field, 20% from 3. Only was a 1 for 5, 3 for 15. So he actually took 2.5 threes a game. 61%. We all know his Achilles heel. 66% from the line. He averaged 1.8 block, 1.2 steal. Defensive impact. Obviously, he's a better defender than and I'm not saying that SG is a bad defender, but come on, man. Like, he's not in the class. With 35 and 13, a 50-point
Man,
closeout game. Come on, man.
Giannis regarding the sorry ass nigga that y'all consider sorry now, DeAndre Ayton, a nigga that you been cooking the whole offseason because the Laker fans been celebrating, talking about DeAndre Ayton. So I'm not impressed with that at all. And the only reason they won the series because of Bobby Portis. I ain't finna sit up there. I ain't finna
You
sit up
said
there.
Bobby Portis had a great defensive impact. Come on, Herb. I'm trying
He
to.
did.
I,
He
I
did. Cause,
I
cause,
know
'cause
we.
they was, cause in the pick and roll shit, they was killing Brook Lopez. That's why the Suns were dominant in those first two games. They had to
And
take
see,
out Brook Lopez to put Portis in there. So, cause Portis could switch off everything. Portis could guard on the perimeter. So they couldn't have nobody to pick on anymore. So Portis changed that series because when Brook Lopez was getting those minutes, the Suns were searching for his ass every damn possession. And that's why they was getting a lot of easy looks. So that's why I give the onus to Bobby Portis in that series. And Drew Holiday played great defense on Devin Booker really after that game too. And he slowed down Chris Paul too. I gotta give him that too. 'Cause Middleton had duties on Devin Booker too.
let's see. Here's another way where I don't want to do the use stats for everything and for every argument. I don't use stats for every argument, right? But Bobby Portis played 18, and again, I'm going because I know that Bobby Portis did have a big time impact on that series. But you overstated, bro, because he played 18 minutes in game 3, 20 minutes in game 4. You know, I get it coming off the bench and what he do and his versatility and all that. He actually, yeah, I get what you're saying. I know it. But again, you talking about a guy that played 20 something minutes and you trying to give him more credit than the MVP of the team. Like, come on, bro. We're not doing that. He played 16 minutes
I mean,
average
did
for
you
the
just try to give J Dub credit? I mean, all I'm doing is doing what you doing.
but J Dub is the second best player on
Okay.
OKC.
Okay. And guess what? If you go on that route, Drew Holiday had an impact in that Phoenix series. We know Chris Middleton was putting up easy buckets in that series. So I mean, you do that. I can easily do that. And that Bucks team,
So, okay, all right.
and
So, so, so,
that Bucks team in all actuality had just as much talent as that OKC, if not actually better. Cause
so,
Drew Holiday better than any guard OKC got outside of SGA. Chris Middleton,
and
to
that's
me
cool.
at that time, Chris Middleton at that time was better than J Dub. Yeah. And Bobby Portis, he better than Hardenstein. He's better than Hardenstein at that time. Yeah. So
Ooh, that's a little,
go there if you want to. We can go
look,
there if
both
you
of them are
want to.
former Knicks. Hold on, both of them are former Knicks that I hated to lose. So I ain't even gonna go. I ain't gonna do the Hartenstein. What's the name comparison? But see, when you talk about guys getting easy buckets, don't you think that stops? Don't you think that starts with SCA and his gravity? Giannis and his gravity, Giannis and his ability to like draw crowds and get other people going. The
Nah,
man average Bob.
Cause Phoenix actually was a doubling him for some apparent reason. They did not double him, so I'm gonna say in that particular series, not really, cause Phoenix didn't double him. So Phoenix was living and dying, and plus Chris Middleton, he was consistent. He was a threat. Phoenix had to keep an eye on him. Drew Holiday was actually solid offensively for some reason in that damn series. There was a lot of different factors in that series, man. All it was when they changed to start playing Bobby Porter's more in crucial spots. That changed the series because Budenholzer was about to lose that series.
And see, I
Budenholzer,
understand that, and as I said, Bobby Portis was an important part of that team in the get go. There's a reason why he's a fan favorite in Milwaukee, and I'm sure Casual could attest to this more than I can. But again, I knew we lost the. I knew we lost the real one. I knew we had to. Like we couldn't afford to keep. We couldn't afford to keep him and Randall, right? And like you couldn't. We had too many guys at this power forward spot, and we had to move in a different direction. But yeah, man, I knew Milwaukee got in the real one. Look, there's a reason why he's still there in Milwaukee. He's a fan favorite. There's a reason. I get it. But you're telling me he had a better defensive impact than Giannis, man. See what I'm saying? Like, you forgetting who is the centerpiece of that. So I mean, look, it's an interesting debate. I mean, clearly Giannis had the better finals than SGA. Clearly, like the numbers are there. The impact is there. Knowing what he is on defense, it's not even a question. Now, again, I want to see SGA do it again. Before I even put him in that, he's in a conversation, but it ain't his to lose. I think Giannis has been so dominant, so has the Joker. Like them statistically, and their play has been just off the chart. You know what I mean? The only injuries to both either them or key teammates is it's been the main factor of why they haven't. Let's see, they lost again. You got them losing to the second. Denver lost to the second round to arguably. Well, they lost to a better team last year, I believe. Arguably, they were better than Minnesota, and Minnesota, just were able to blitz the joke.
Now, a
And
lot of
that's
people
probably,
chose Minnesota in that series. A lot of people thought Minnesota were going to the finals.
I get it. Again, I mean, same thing. I mean, again, they just got to this level. Oh, you said OKC. Yeah, he brought a championship to OKC. OKC only had a team for 18 years. You know what I mean? Seattle wanted to, the Seattle franchise won in 78 or whatever it was, 79. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, that was a great job.
That nigga did something Kevin Durant couldn't do, man. So I mean, hey, if you want to shit on it. We seen the title in Milwaukee.
No, that's not what I do. I don't shit on things like that. Well, who did Milwaukee play in the first round in 21? It wasn't Miami, was it? It was Boston. Hold on, let me look.
Miami.
It was Miami, yeah, because Miami had beat them in the bubble, didn't they?
Yeah.
I can't.
They was hurt. They was hurt like a motherfucker. They was hurt like a motherfucker. Jimmy Butler was hurt. Jimmy Butler was hurt that year. So was. I remember that. Yeah. So because I do include Andrew, so I'm including them too. Yeah, because you made an excuse for Giannis because he been hurt for the last 3 years. That's why they ain't been at the first round. Well, I'm using the injuries of why they beat Miami. Beat Miami in 2021. Yep, that's why they beat Miami because of injuries. Yep,
they did it, and then they beat Brooklyn. You want to say the injury?
They was hurt. Now Brooklyn was hurt, and Giannis injured Kyrie on purpose. He injured Kyrie on purpose.
I ain't on that. I'm not on that. Everybody was saying that nonsense.
Cause you gotta remember, Kyrie was cooking their ass. They couldn't stop Kyrie Irving. That nigga stepped on Kyrie ass. Kyrie was done for the series. Then titties over Tyler.
Yo, here's my issue with Giannis. He got banana boat for shoes, right? He got banana boat for feet.
Nah, that nigga hurt Kyrie on purpose because they couldn't stop him. He was cooking their ass. You gotta admit, bro. You gotta admit they couldn't stop that motherfucker. They couldn't stop.
Kyrie was cooking. I ain't gonna lie, but I still think. Oh, who was he cooking? Jrue Holiday.
Man,
see, that's what I'm saying.
Look, Brooklyn would have won that series in 5 if Kyrie didn't get hurt. We just gotta.
I don't play the what-if game. I don't play the what-if game. I think Giannis. I know it was a classic series. It was a classic series.
I'm gonna ask Sturdy because I know he's a Giannis guy. Sturdy, in your honest opinion, if Brooklyn was healthy in 2021, you see the Bucks getting past Brooklyn? It's Sturdy.
I got it.
You a Giannis guy.
I gotta be consistent, bro. I'll listen, bro. And you can do your research on this shit, bro. I'm on multiple panels saying even when they was down 0-2, bro, I thought the Bucks were gonna win, bro. But that's just me. I'm not gonna cap. I was pushing it. I was saying Brooklyn. I didn't think Brooklyn's defense was gonna be good enough to beat the Bucks, but you can't it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like the Buck, like Kyrie got hurt. James Harden messed up his hamstring in the game 1. You gotta play who's in front of you. Just like, bro, you such a bad rebuttal, bro. Like when Herm mentioned these injuries, bro, you supposed to easy say this. You supposed to say this to Herm. I'm gonna tell you right now, Herm, just like how SGA OKC Thunder was fortunate that Ja got hurt in the first round. How
man,
Aaron
Ja
Gordon,
trash.
hold on, nigga. How
So
Aaron Gordon
I've
got
been
hurt in the
cooking Ja
second
for the
round.
last 3
How,
years.
how
You
Aaron
was gonna
Gordon
beat
got hurt in the second
OKC no
round.
matter what.
Aaron Gordon got hurt in the second round. How Tyrese Halliburton got hurt in game 7 after cooking up a storm in the first quarter. Me personally, you know me. I don't. You play who in front of you.
You chose
It's
That's
hard to
OKC
get.
the
exactly
whole
what
way
that's
though.
my point.
Don't act like this.
No,
30.
don't do
No,
that.
but
You
30,
if
30, 30, 30, 30,
don't
30.
do that.
I
Don't do
don't
that.
have to do that, rebuttal. You know why? Because I think if and would have anything that comes after those words, I
Did
truly
I
been
say
heard
if?
about what he said.
Did I
If
say
and
if?
would have, it's horseshit. Anything that
Did I
comes
say
after those
if?
words means nothing.
I'm
Like,
asking. Did I say if?
huh? No, I'm saying no. Herm said it. That's why I don't feel the need to rebut it. You know what I mean? Because hold on, even KD. No, real talk. The emergence of Bruce Brown. You see, Bruce Brown, they played with Denver and it helped them win the championship. The emergence of Bruce Brown came in that series. So when Harden went down, a guy like Bruce Brown was stepping up and it was KD. We didn't know who Bruce Brown was, right? He was just, okay. KD gave, at the end of the series, KD didn't say nothing about injuries. He ain't saying nothing about injury. I know they could have used Kyrie. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna lie on that. But again, you play who's in front of you. Next man up. That's my mentality. So that if would have means nothing. Honestly, for all we know, Kyrie could have shut him out of a game or two. So Giannis and Kevin Durant still had a all-time duel for the.
I want you to keep that
This
same energy.
nigga
If the
wrong, bro.
Lakers somehow,
No,
some
because
way,
Rose roasted. Well, my bad, Arm.
I want you to keep that same energy. If somehow, some way, LeBron and them make it to the finals. If they were to make it to the finals, are you gonna try to say
Oh
the only reason they
Lord.
got there because of injuries?
Yeah. If LeBron and them make it to the finals, boy, you a broad fan, bro. If LeBron don't make it to the finals, we will have woken up with a goddamn communist for a mayor in New York. And shit, we might
I
wind
don't
up.
think they get. I got money with more. I bet 250 with more that the Lakers not getting at the first round. So I don't think they making it to the
Yeah,
finals.
I don't either. And I got the 50. He think I bet him for 250. I bet him 50 that Portland
Yeah, I'm the
Portland
one that
will have
bet
a
it at
better record
250.
than them. And I know Portland lost last night. Could have beat them, jumped them in the stands.
That was
But
a dumbass bet though.
no, it ain't.
Yeah,
No, it ain't.
you
No, it
gonna
ain't.
give me my money. You gonna give me my money. But anyway,
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
but bro,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I just want to let you know the fun fact, bro.
Oh, the Bulls won Woodage. The Bulls came back and won that.
Bro, listen, bro. I talked to I talked to a litany of different types of people on different types of platforms on internet. I just want to let you know you are the only person I heard call Herm a LeBron fan. Like you the only person I heard, bro.
Well,
Like,
then why is he dreaming up the LeBron getting to the finals? That shit ain't happening, bro. Like,
bro,
stop
I
it.
was being sarcastic
you
though.
not,
Oh, okay. All right, you being so because it's funny the way you cap it, the way you cape it for SGA. If LeBron and them get to the finals, SGA and them would have been unlost, fucked up their job, right? Because to me, Houston, I need to see them play Houston. They gonna play OKC
Man,
coming up.
Houston ain't shit. I don't even know why you brought up Houston. They need a point guard and another
They
shooter.
do need a point guard. They do need a point
They
guard,
don't get a
but
point.
hold
They don't
on,
get a point guard. They don't get a
That
point guard and a
triumphant.
shooter. They ain't getting at the first round. So I don't
No,
know.
but that hold on, they don't even got DFS yet. That triumphant
Hell no. The thing
no,
is,
stop
hell
it. That
no.
triumphant
Hell
of our man, Sengun and Kevin Durant. That's a motherfucker to deal with. And then they got great role players around them, and Smith and not Smith. Was it the power forward they got? There's so many goddamn Smiths who are like 6'11" can hit the three. But between Jabari Smith, yeah, it's so many goddamn Smiths. I don't lost count. But him, Reed Shepard coming off the bench. Fucking who else? Steven Adams. Steven Adams still making an impact on the offensive boards. You said it didn't help. It didn't change anything in Memphis when he was in Memphis. You out your damn mind. He absolutely put goddamn toughness on that Memphis team. So them not having them in the playoffs really did affect their ability to get to become true contenders, to get to a long playoff run. But between all of that, Houston is going. I'll put it this way, Luka. This is the reason why with them being 6-2, I know they won a couple of games without Luka, but them being 6-2 is why I got Luka in this conversation because and based on what I've seen, Luka is just he's effortlessly good. He's getting 40 every night just effortlessly, just
Nah,
on play, straight up skill.
hold on,
Like
bro. I gotta ask you a simple question.
sure.
Hey, Philip,
It's a two-part question.
I'm never worried about a dumbass Knicks fan call me a LeBron fan because they the most delusional basketball fans in the world.
Okay.
So I
Anyway,
ain't even worried about a Knicks fan calling me anything, man. As
Uh,
bro, you
long a
crashing
nigga
out over
saying that he a
LeBron.
Knicks fan, he
You
ain't
done
gonna be
crashed out
talking
on me
about
over
shit at the
huh,
end
LeBron,
of the
bro.
year.
And
hold on.
I ain't lying on LeBron yet. But let's start this question off.
It's a two-part question, bro. What's the
Look, you
Lakers
said
record?
something about football.
No, what's the Lakers record?
6-2.
How many games Luka played?
What does he play? 5 of them? Four of them. Play half of them.
Okay, so
What that mean?
my question to you, I can't give you a third question. You gonna go take it somewhere else. I'm gonna give you a direct question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So far, what is your assessment of the Lakers as a team? Yes, Luka has been incredible, but clearly, just a fun fact, bro. In the 2-game span, they're the first team in NBA history to have 6 different players score 25 points.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
my question to you, Ro, is what is your assessment of the Lakers as a team so far in the season?
Oh yeah, they okay. There's a couple. They're playing very well offensively, without a doubt. Now, got a couple of guys who stepped up. You even had what's this guy Smith? They came on. There's another fucking Smith. What was it? What's his name? JB, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Who's that cat that came off the bench? Who came off the bench yesterday at the 25? What's his name?
Nick Smith.
Nick Smith. So many goddamn Smith, bro. I can't keep up with it. But anyway, they had great performance. Lavarius played well. Ayton has played well offensively. He's made an impact. I still haven't seen him do much defensively. I think defense is gonna be their issue. But they play very well offensively. They've gotten a lot of love at the charity stripe. Austin Reeves, I've said he's a star. He ain't a superstar. He's a star. Yeah, because I did say this at the top of the program. They have been playing well. But they haven't really been tested yet, in my opinion. I'm gonna just throw a little bit of ice cold water on it. They haven't been tested yet. They haven't played, in my opinion, one of the leaps or one of the first game against Minnesota, and I think Minnesota's a good team. Minnesota's still a stupid ass team, but they play well. They beating who they supposed to beating. They did lose one. They did lose one game. What's the second loss to? The second loss they had. Sacramento. Was it Sacramento to beat them the second time? But yeah, other than that, they play well. They play well, and I can't. But I don't like. I still think defensively, the issue is going to come up. I still think they're going to go through their injury, and they've been playing well. Next man up, right? As you see, they had none of the big three, and they still won last night over a Portland team that I think is going to make the playoffs. And again, I didn't watch that. These games start. It's actually a game starting at 1:00 down here, Brazilian time now, man. The game started at 1 a.m. Ain't no way I'm staying up to watch that Clippers game. Even follow that Clippers game because that game ain't gonna end to 3:30 in the morning for me. Yeah, I mean, these games have been late, so I've been watching. From what I've seen, they've been really good offensively. They've been consistent offensively. Defensively, they play well enough to, I still think that's going to be an issue, especially when they play certain teams. But they're doing well so far. They're doing well so far. I still think they're not going to play them. I don't waver. There's nothing I've seen that change. There's nothing I've seen. I'll put it this way. There's not one team I've seen, even Philly. Philly just lost to the Bulls, right? And I thought the Bulls were going to be pretty good. You know, I think they're going to be a legit playoff team. I think they're going to be, because I had the Bulls as a play-in team. Now I think Indiana's out of it. Indiana, the injuries they need to get Nembhard and not having Obi Toppin and all that. I don't think they got enough. The scoring punch ain't there. Boston's gonna be pesky.
Whoa. Finish what you were saying, nigga. There's nothing you've seen.
There's nothing I've seen that changes my opinion on any team preseason. So other than that, yeah, nothing I've seen.
Say that again.
So okay, I made an assessment on every team. If you go back and look at some of my programming, I did every division, and there's nothing I've seen on any team that says, "Oh, I even had San Antonio in the play-in or playoff spot." Actually, they're in the playoff. So there's nothing I've seen that said, "Oh, this team is much better than I thought," or "This team is much worse than I thought," except for Indiana, and their situation is injuries. So unless Indiana gets some troops back in the saddle real quickly, Indiana's probably not going to make the playoff. But
you thought the Knicks gonna look like this?
I had a feeling that they would struggle offensively, and that's pretty much what it's been. Defensively, they've been up and down, but
That been the worst part of the Knicks is their defense.
Defensive has been the worst part. Let's talk about the Knicks. Now, again, offensively, it's going to be a struggle as you implement a new system, right? You got guys that are used to playing that way. Like last night, and shout out to Cino because he called me out on his live, the one he went to sleep on. But yeah, Brunson at 16-9. I want to see more of those nights like that. I want to see more. As you saw, I put the short out there. I want to see them run more isolation, post ups for Karl-Anthony Towns. You know what I mean? And the ball is moving. I don't need 37 and 3 from Brunson. I need 25 and 11. I need some of them nights. I need, as I said on All Ball TV, stop with the alligator arms. Throw the lob. Like you missed that Bulls game when we damn near had to come back and you missed Mitchell Robinson on that lob. If you make that lob, we probably win that fucking game. But Vucevic was able to make the recovery because he's not a willing passer. Jalen Brunson has to be a willing passer. He has to understand his job is first to play point guard. If you want to take over in the fourth quarter, great. But make sure the first 3 quarters you get everybody else involved. Defensively, obviously when Mitch is there, we're much better. Mitch is up and down because we're low managing him and all of that. But he's been relatively good. You can see what the impact is. He protects Karl-Anthony Towns from his dumb fouls. Karl-Anthony Towns at the 4 is a much better defender than he is at the 5. But if he has to play the 5, he has to be more disciplined, move his feet laterally. Mike Brown has shown the willingness. He don't give up on guys. Guys don't get in his doghouse for too long. But I think the offense is definitely coming along. I know it was Washington last night. We haven't played a real clean game, but I think the schedule, these upcoming games, we got Brooklyn coming up. Tomorrow we playing Minnesota, and it looks like I've had to bet money Ant-Man is playing tomorrow. Because I don't care. Bro, I seen Penny Hardaway miss 60 fucking games back in the 90s. And then when it was time to come to play in MSG, all of a sudden Penny Hardaway would mess up the strength to play, and he'd be out for the next 10 games, man. Like, Ant-Man is going to play tomorrow. Nobody wants to miss that one game at MSG. But, yeah, man, the Knicks is ain't nothing really. Again, I'm a big picture guy. I don't go too high, I don't go too low. So yeah, the Knicks will be fine. The schedule in November is easy. You know what I mean? Like,
so just to reiterate, you expected the Knicks to be 4-3 in their first 7 games.
I think it'd be like 5-2 at the worst. But here's the deal. We could be 7-0. We could be 7-0 had we goddamn played clean basketball. And we haven't played clean basketball.
Did you say could? Did you say could?
We could be 7-0.
Did you know could? Did you know
hold on, Terry. Don't go there. I know you're going. No, we have not played clean basketball.
They blood cousins.
Okay, I go game by game. Okay, the first 2 games we blew Boston and what's the name out. Even though
You
They
lost
made
to
comebacks at
trash
the end.
ass Celtics. Oh my god.
The Celtics ain't trash. The Celtics
What's
are gonna be
the, what's the Celtics record again?
in 3-5, 3-4,
Mm,
3-5, whatever.
mm, mm.
Okay, Boston is going to be in the playoffs. They're not going to be in the play-in. They're going to be in the playoffs. Mark that down. And White is playing horrible, but Boston's going to be in the playoffs. Okay, I'll mark that down. Okay, I mean, look. See, at the end, I'll be right more than I'm wrong. Boston's going to be in the playoffs. They're pesky. Now,
Hey, hey.
the first two games were easy. Now the third game against Miami, a road game down in Miami on Sunday night. Knicks had a chance. Knicks were up like 9 early. And then again, we Miami went on that little run because they're a pesky ass team themselves. And Miami, like we didn't execute down in the fourth quarter. But we could have if we played a clean game in the first half, we would have actually had the lead. We could have won that game. The next game against Milwaukee, another game where we had like a double-digit lead in the first half, had a chance to give some knockout blows. Again, I was saying AJ Green and motherfucking Ryan Rollins kept him in the game. With Giannis, we was holding Giannis down in the first half, right? That was a national television game. I think most of us saw it, right? We was holding him down, then Giannis took over. But we had a chance to put knockout blows. We didn't play clean basketball. So again, I'm saying if we play clean basketball, we win those games. I'm not saying, look, the Knicks, I'm not using no injury excuse or nothing like that. We just fucked it up. We just put our foot. Then we lost the third game. We lost against the Bulls. And the Bulls blew us out in the first half. We walked them down, got the lead down within 2 or 3. And like I said, Jalen Brunson had a chance to catch Mitchell Robinson on a very easy lob when Mitchell Robinson had a great screen on Vucevic. And Jalen Brunson doing what he normally does, dribbling left, looking for his shot. He should have saw that slip of Mitchell Robinson get to the. He missed it, got a steal. Next thing you know, and then the same thing. Cat missed a wide open 3, came back, got some. That was it. We could have cut the lead to 4, wound up down 10. We didn't play clean basketball. The Bulls won. We came back the next day. We blew the Bulls out. And then obviously, Washington is Washington. That's supposed to be a laugher. I hate the fact that Washington it was 40-40 when Mitch had that dunk on Sarr, that back down dunk on Sarr. But we have not played a clean game yet. And once the Knicks play a clean game, we probably gonna play the clean game against Brooklyn. Brooklyn is terrible. So I want to see us beat Brooklyn wire to wire by 20, 30 points. And once that happens, the Knicks will be fine, bro. So yeah, we got a lot of easy games coming up in November.
All right, bro.
Yeah, you see the Bulls. The Bulls came back and beat Philly tonight. So the Bulls. I'll tell you this about the Bulls. Josh Giddey is I know they call him Kitty Giddy, but he's grown up now, man. Oh man, look, man, come on, man. Y'all gotta stall Josh Giddey out. He was 20. He wasn't 20. He's 22 now, right? He's 22, 23. Like, come on, man. We all know we was. Man, I ain't gonna go there. But anyway, Giddey is the truth. They ain't got Kobe White yet. Buzelis is still good. Vucevic is a pro. They got a lot of good defenders. Dosunmu, he was out tonight. But he adds a lot to them. What's that other guy that wrote? I don't know. They got Jones, who's pretty steady at the point guard right now. Oh, okay. Casual's at a concert. As I was looking for Casual to talk about his Bucks. But yeah, man. And the Bulls are gonna make the playoffs as well, in my opinion. I had them in the play-in earlier. And that's about that. So everybody doing something like JB, you still there?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
Okay, you just listening. I see 30 of them dropped off. I was going along with it. But no, I'm just giving my thoughts around the league. There's nothing that I said preseason that I'm like, about fit. Only Indiana in Indiana situation injury. I want to see them with Nembhard, and when they get Nembhard back, because he's not the point guard that Holly is, but he is a steadying force that they need to play better basketball, in my opinion. So Tiberius was good, man. Yeah, man. So I'm wrapping it up soon because it's about 1:00 here. I mean,
Wow, 1 o'clock.
yeah, it's 1:00 already, bro. That's why, yeah, I got to do the show a little early. I got started at 11 now. Well, it's 11 Brazilian time, but it's 9 Eastern and 8 your time. So, yeah, that's the programming note. Till I get back to New York, I'm gonna be starting a half hour early at 9:00 Eastern. For the shows, and I'm gonna try to get these shows shorter. I know we ain't have as much participation today, but shout out to Sturdy for pulling up. Shout out to Herm for pulling up as usual. I know we go at it. We have our arguments and whatnot, but look, again, I like to tell even and shout out to Viz, man.
Quick note, fellas. They said Zion Williamson is hurt again, a hamstring.
Oh
So
yeah, the
he
hamstring. I mentioned that
10
earlier.
days.
Yeah, we're
And
gonna
I'm gonna
miss
tell
about
you,
2
man.
weeks.
I'm gonna tell you, they built the team around the wrong person. They should have built it around Bi, but by them drafting Zion, he was the
Where he
franchise player.
drafted,
It's
yeah.
unfortunate, man, because I don't think
He's an amazing talent. He's
yeah,
just an
it's just
amazing talent.
unfortunate. It's just unfortunate. Just
Yeah.
unfortunate.
And Hammy, and again, he keeps pulling the Hammy. Like, yeah, that's why I don't want to trade for him. I can't trade. It was our Knicks fans talk about, should we trade Cat for? No. Cat has had his couple of injuries too, but it hit different. It hit different with Zion, man. Zion, you gonna be complete all the time holding your breath, right? And the next thing you know, you better have a good backup plan for him. You know what I'm saying? And that I don't need to see Yabusele in the starting lineup. I mean, look, Yabusele has been a little. He seems a little out of shape. He seems a little gassed from because I know he was playing for Team France in the Euro Bowl. Schroeder's playing pretty well. And it turns out that Russell Westbrook again. I did believe the Knicks should get Russell, but we got Brogdon instead. You know what I'm saying? But Russell Westbrook playing pretty well. It's so funny they try to blackball this man out the league. He keeps contributing in whatever role you throw him in. You know what I'm saying? So he's with Sacramento.
You know my theory about why he was brought to the Lakers. We've discussed that, and it had nothing to do with winning. But I won't get into that tonight. I'll keep that light.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. We gonna cook it. We gonna continue to cook on what we believe. You know what I'm saying? I know. You got the Bron defenders and what they wanna, do what they do. And shout out to Biz, man. I gotta holler at him because I know he got the copyright strike from Mr. FYF. And it's funny, right? Okay, you did get him for getting your live premiere, and that's something. What up, Paul? You know what I'm saying? You did get at him for doing your TikTok live, but again, it still was done in fair use. I mean, like, all right, maybe he reviewed it on TikTok. I mean, on YouTube before he premiered it on TikTok. I don't know the rules of that, but then the rest of them, you're striking all and you could just strike people's channel down, bro. Like it is what it. I mean, like you can strike their videos down. I'm gonna get to the point where I do reaction content and I'm gonna do what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like Vince should survive, like because most of the things he's being copyrighted for fall in the guideline of fair use. If you're only using minutes of because I know they say you got to use a certain amount of percentage. You can't use more than 30% of someone's original video or whatever. This is YouTube game, man. You react to people, and then they get mad because you're cooking them, and or they don't like the way their content is being redone. Because that's the thing. What happens is people still, if it's interesting enough, people whether they hate it or not, they still go and look. You know what I mean? So Viz will be all right though. Shout out to Viz. I gotta holler at him. but yeah, we gonna be doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we not a one trick pony over here, man. We talk basketball. We talk yeah, I believe so too. But he said yeah, if he didn't live react to my TikTok stream that I didn't premiere yet on YouTube, but everybody saw it on TikTok. Like these cats, bro. It is what it is. So now I guess you gotta wait for him to put it on YouTube to react to it, and then I guess he ain't got no beef. It's a bitch move because he's mad because he's getting cooked. Look, I say what it is. I say what it is, man. LeBron fans are the people who are in the LeBron camp and caping for LeBron. They gotta win. They don't play the game fair, and they gotta win. So they gotta stack the deck. That's how it is, bro. You know what I mean? That's how it is, Jamie. You know how to go. They gotta stack the deck. So and you've done it with other people. You clip other people up. Again, I guess you know the rules of whatever about certain things, but you ain't got a leg to stand on. Most of them things you copywriting, he's using within minutes of your content. You know, I know there's one way you see my little chat on the screen that Fizz keep using, and that's all he's using. He's making his own commentary. So, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Hey,
Yeah, I missed everything. My bad, y'all. What's going on?
Hey, what up, C-Dub? Yeah,
man, I missed everything.
Nah, yeah, we Herm want to put Wemby in that not GOAT, but the number one conversation. You think he belongs in the conversation yet, or you think, as I think, and me and JB probably think, he need to get some hair on his chest. Like he need to actually get to the playoffs, and
Yeah, he ain't quite there. I mean, he gonna get there, but I don't think he's there right now. I wouldn't put him as the best in the league because he's got to have a stretch where he's actually shown that he can do that consistently. He hasn't done that yet.
Yeah, I mean the Phoenix game again. Well, who Phoenix in us? Jock Landale.
Mark Williams was the one. Mark Williams was locking him up.
See, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the thing. He's prone to these big body centers, kind of roughing, kind of knocking him out the way until I see him like dominate all comers. He's not there yet. He's top 10 for sure. But you know how it goes, man. The overreaction.
Yeah, I wouldn't put him in the top 3, not yet.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, definitely off the start of this season, you could definitely put him in the top 10, arguable top 5. But I think it's a 4-man race, and I think it's Luka, SGA, Chilka, and Giannis. Again, Joker's leading the league in assists this year. Giannis is leading the league in scoring, but he's shooting at 30. He's 34, 13 and 7, shooting 69% and 60% from the line. I mean, from the 3-point line. You know what I'm saying? So, and I know that's a low value.
I told everybody Giannis was going to be. He was probably going to go off. That's what I said earlier before the
Pause is with Herm. Pause is with Herm. He said wouldn't be the best player in the league. See, I see. I've seen him. He's had some great dominant performances, no doubt. But you gotta do this consistently for long. Like let me see him be the MVP front runner by Christmas time. Then we this first 2 weeks of Halloween was just Friday, y'all. Come on.
Yeah,
there was a time when the league, it's the anniversary of Jordan. Wait, what was this? The 70. So their first win of the 72 win season was yesterday. Now we start the season about 2.5 weeks earlier than we used to start it back in the 90s. You see what I'm saying? So Halloween, we didn't play. We didn't used to play games. The season used to start November 3rd, 4th. Start around Election Day. Now the season starts all the way in October. So we ain't even, Halloween just passed, y'all. Relax.
Yeah, we barely 2 weeks into the season. That's what's crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You saw it fantasy. I beat Lamont last week. Lamont ain't make no pickups. You better give me. Lamont, and I see you in first place. You had a 7-2 or whatever. I'm right behind you in third place. I'm playing casual this week. You better casual makes a pick. I think I think I'm gonna catch everybody's best shot. I'm like the Knicks. It's like I'm like the Knicks and MSG. Ant-Man's coming back. Look like he's coming back early to play against the Knicks
Yeah.
because he's supposed to have a 2-week injury now. He's questionable tomorrow. So just if he don't play, okay, great. Or no, I actually want to beat them with Ant-Man, and I don't want to see him get hurt. But you know how it goes when players make every effort to get there for that MSG. Nobody wants to sit there, especially when you're in the Western
Big
Conference.
lights. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who am I
But they'll
playing?
tell you. Then they'll tell you, oh, that's MSG ain't no special place. Y'all ain't not won no championship there. Oh, we actually did win a championship in that building. See, again, what other NBA building currently standing did Ali have fights in? I wait. See, WrestleMania. I mean, the Hulk Hogan WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? Like, MSG is more than just the Big East tournament games. The fucking Ray Allen versus Allen Iverson. That building is more than just NBA basketball, guy. That building is really, really special, man. So y'all gotta understand that, bro. Again, when you play MSG, you played where Jordan played. You had some of their best games. You played with Kobe had some of his best games.
Right.
You played in an arena where Ali fought for the championship. Okay?
Hey, my kids know it, so it's gotta be.
Man, come on. That's up. The rest of these corporate name was it crypto.com arena, Taco Bell, was it Little Caesars arena? Detroit, Little Caesars arena. Come on, man. Y'all hold y'all buildings out. Ain't no building like this ain't the Great Western Forum. It's the crypto arena, a whole new building. Okay?
Yeah, I think what is New Orleans? What, the Smoothie King something?
The Smoothie King. I ain't never been a Smoothie King. They got some good curly fries. The Smoothie King. I don't know. We got in New York. We got Papaya King, man. We got Papaya Dog. That's
Papaya King.
That's where you used to get 50 cent franks back in the day. The 50 cent hot dog. Oh man, I'm missing. All the hot dogs is pork down here, man. I can't get it. I can't. I'm missing. But I am losing some pounds, bro. We just had a barbecue tonight, man. I'm losing mad weight, bro.
You living it up out there. You living it up out there in Brazil.
You know what's crazy about Brazil, man? Again, I'll keep telling everybody, there's no organic section because everything is organic already. Like they don't.
Oh, that's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, I know the weather is conducive to growing crops and everything, but bro, like I feel healthy. I feel good. I probably lost like 10 to 15 pounds since I've been down here, and I ain't on no diet, man. That goes to show you, bro.
I'm gonna need to come down there then, because I gotta lose some of this weight. So yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, if you ever get a chance, man, get out here. The food is delicious. Get down by the shore. Like, yeah, the shore was great, man. Like I was telling people, yo, you got to drive down the mountains to get down to the shore. That's how I set up. So there's always these mountains on the shore. And yeah, it was like a 6-7 hour drive, but we drove back. It was nice and slow. I think the whole drive back, other than the last 30 minutes,
man.
Yeah, it was 6-7 hours, man. And I know with the situation going, we was like 5-6 hours from Rio de Janeiro, and they got something going on with the favela wars or something going on down there, man. So prayers for all of them and all that.
Yeah, be safe out there. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. We was far away. We was far enough away. It was very peaceful down there. We went to it's basically the road. Sao Paulo and the state of Sao Paulo and the state of Rio de Janeiro are right next to each other. So if we'd have drove another 4 to 5 hours, we'd have been in Rio. But it was still good. The weather was bad, but it was for the last, we had a couple of good beach days, and the rest of it we was just chilling. So I had a good time, and we back in my wife's hometown right now, and it's cool.
Hey man,
So
enjoy
I'm
it.
trying to get home next week. We'll see how it goes. Right now, everything is open ended. But yeah, man, we ready to take this next step, bro.
Oh yeah.
And shout out to Dakota. He's talking about the MSG WrestleMania, the WrestleMania 20. And that Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg fight, man. That should have been like
Oh,
the fight of the
that was
match of the
trash.
century. It wound
That
up
was,
being trash.
yeah,
Oh
that was
man.
trash.
Both of
I
them,
remember
both
being
of them
hyped for that
coming in.
too. I was hyped.
Hell yeah, we used to talk about that, and when Brock Lesnar hit the scene, like what was Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar? You know what I'm saying? But both of them, both of them got it. Yeah, it was just the fact that both they knew that both guys were leaving. Like
Yeah,
that's
it was.
what made them,
Yeah, they had to put Stone Cold in there just to make it interesting.
Yeah, and he gave both of them the stun at.
Yeah, that was the perfect ending to them. Yeah. Yeah,
but the Rock. That was Toronto, where the Rock and Hulk Hogan had the fight. That was the year. I think the year before that, year two before that. Yeah, that was 18. Yeah, WrestleMania 20.
20 was that Eddie
I
Guerrero?
know. Eddie Guerrero won the chip, and then Chris Benoit had already won it. I know they don't want to talk about Chris Benoit. Look,
I can't talk about
Chris
him.
Benoit was a great. Chris Benoit was a great wrestler. So unfortunate the CTE made him do what it did. You know what I'm saying? But Chris Benoit was one of them guys. They talking about what's his name, Rey Mysterio's son, kind of doing the whole Botlachi Steel gimmick. He's already doing.
He's still in the Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, you can't do it like you got to kind of do it with his own spin on it. But I think when he turns face again, yeah, he's gonna be doing that Eddie Guerrero stuff. He already tried to. He's actually better. He's actually a better wrestler than I thought. And that's what it takes. It takes some ring experience and all that. But yeah, he is pretty interesting. Dominic. Oh, that shit funny.
Benoit was, man, him and Kurt Angle's matches, I still watch them.
Man. I would have loved to see him fight. I would have loved to see these guys fight Bret the Hitman Hart. Now, I know Bret the Hitman Hart talks a lot of shit about Triple H, but I think they would have had a good series of matches too. Like he's a little. I think Triple H did something to him personally that he don't like him, but it is what it is. I would have loved to see some of these guys in their prime go at
hold grudges, but yeah, I think Triple H in his prime and Bret in his prime would have been really good.
Yeah, you did see him against Benoit. Again, I know they you can't get their matches no more. They strict his matches. Even MVP said, when I won the championship, I won it from Chris Benoit. I won the Intercontinental, the U.S. title or something. And you can't even find that match nowhere. The match ain't even in the record books, man.
You can't find none of that.
See, Mark, I ain't gonna hold. Mark is just one of them dudes that just want to be again. This shit is scripted, we know. But see, you unlike LeBron, you actually to have good matches, you have to be good athletes. Motherfucking LeBron is winning championships without, and he's a good athlete, but his performance is trash, bro. Like stop it. You got to actually be believable. Yo, okay. You saw the clip that I put up with Giannis with the 6 steps, right? Is that a tribe or not?
He said, "Oh, bring Goat James in this." Hey, he about having scripted. His stuff is scripted.
Exactly.
Feels like
the same way. Hold on. The same way that Giannis was able to take 6 steps against the Knicks, take 6 steps, elbow Karl-Anthony Towns up and go up for that goddamn layup dunk, whatever it was. I got Richard Jefferson and you can stutter step, blah, blah, blah. It's a gather step, right? Is it gather steps or is it gather steps? Or gather step. Explain me to it. Because again, they don't even you cannot, there's no gather step in NCAA. There's no the Euro step that you can get away with in Europe and whatever, bro. What the fuck is it? How can you take 2 steps, then shuffle your feet? Even though if you do a stutter step, you're not supposed to go forward on a stutter step, right? Am I wrong?
I mean, if you do that in high school, my son, if he did that, it'd be a travel.
Thank you. Let's just keep it real. The NBA is pouring out for offense, and you don't even know what, like, they don't even call it consistently. So like Giannis can do that because he's Giannis, take 6 steps and get a layup. But if some scrub from the Nets do it, it's gonna be a travel. I'm off of it, bro. That was a goddamn travel. I don't care what anybody gives me this interpretation of the rule. Dude was saying the FIFA is no. They were. I saw the Olympics. I saw Euro play. They call travel.
Yep.
Yeah, man. But
Yeah, I mean that's even the commentators were saying how that was a travel.
And let's keep it real. The couple of games tonight were kind of boring, but NBC does a much better job of selling teams, the history of the game than ESPN will sit there and tell you that one player in this game matters. NBC is actually educating you on who they're really telling you, like before, even in the opening monologues, the Bob Costas narration. They're trying to tell you who to look out for tonight. That's the way basketball should be covered. That's why cats, when we were trying to, by the time the finals got here, cats didn't know who the hell was on OKC. Now everybody act like they experts on OKC's team.
Yeah, I mean they've done a phenomenal job. Yeah, they've done a phenomenal job, I feel, so far.
Yeah, man.
When they get into the Sunday games, I think it's going to be good.
That's what they need.
ABC's doing a week Saturday game still, aren't they?
I believe so. And you got Amazon on Thursday, Friday. Because Amazon do the football on Thursday. That's pretty interesting. I think we miss NBC. I mean TNT. But all that talent has dispersed to different avenues. I haven't watched the Inside the NBA. I saw one of the Inside the NBA segments on ESPN. Seems like they're doing their thing. It's just it's that you know what I'm saying.
Shots at you, man.
Hey, look, Mar think this shit is over. The Lakers are playing well. I covered that. They're playing well, but I still think the team defense is going to be their Achilles heel. They haven't been really tested yet. I thought Portland would have won last night. I no excuse Portland had. Drew Holiday was playing great, and he didn't play well last night. So I don't know who they threw on him. Maybe it was Smart. Smart has been a good defender. I will give you that. But again, they're relying on. I do believe they're relying on things that are not going to sustain. I think teams are going to make the adjustment, and the Lakers will go through some swoons. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. My bet with him is that Portland will be a better team, will have a better record than them, and I'm standing on it. Like even losing last night does not sway me. I think Portland will get their shit together. Whether they get Chauncey back or not. Your boy Tiago Splitter is their head coach now. You know what I mean? Tiago Splitter. Remember Stephen A. Smith? I used to always make fun of dude. Tiago Splitter, one of the many Euro point centers that would start in the lineup to keep dunking at the power forward. But yeah, man. Hey, JB, what's going on, man? You think JJ Redick's doing a pretty good job? Because Mar just shouted out Redick. I think he is doing a pretty good job. He's a better coach than I thought. But again, I just don't think. I think defense is going to be an issue unless y'all keep patching it together. When y'all play the Denvers, the OKCs of the world, those teams are going to exploit you defensively. But the offense is looking good. Let's see what happens when the old man gets back and he starts clogging it up and demanding the ball and I wanted to put I'm trying not to be. Oh, was it? I don't even know, to be honest.
Yeah, I didn't see it one.
I don't even know. I wasn't.
Yeah, maybe it's
Because I was watching the game before I started the streaming, and I can't do both. You know what I'm saying? Watch and stream right now. So
yeah, I didn't see one because usually it's at the end of the first game, but tonight they just went straight into Clippers and Thunder. So
yeah. And somebody said, "Oh yeah, the Jordan thing is a waste." Whitlock said it's a waste of time. Look, it is what it is, bro. Like just him speaking, we because he hasn't spoken, because he hasn't done an interview in so long. That's what they're paying for. So let him pay for it. And we want to see it, bro. Like if Jordan went and sat on Club Shay Shay's couch right now, the shit would have damn near 1 billion views, bro. Like that's
he would
the way it goes.
triple what Cat Williams did.
Facts.
I would triple it.
Facts.
Mark.
Yo, Mark want to be seen, bro. Mark just want to be seen, man. I'm hating. See that I'm hating thing. That's got to go away, bro. Like you cannot keep using that. You can't keep going to it. Again, I only hate when I lie. I don't lie. This is my opinion. So first of all, my opinion can't be a lie. But if you ever see me lie, straight up, not telling you, your boy FYF is a liar. You understand what I'm saying? He's a liar. He literally, like, he got other streamers calling, not even Viz. And I stand on it. Like, you think because y'all 6-2, that swayed me? No. Again, as I said, I'll say this: nothing I've seen other than Indiana, who situation is injury plague right now. Other than Indiana, no team that I thought would do a certain thing is like, I don't know, like even Charlotte is better. Is hanging around there. They playing competitive basketball, right? Is not one. Philly, don't get it twisted. Philly. Now Philly, they might make the playoff. They might. They keep this up. They might make the playoffs because they doing it without Embiid even being on. Like Embiid is on this minute limit thing, and obviously you don't play back to backs and shit like that. But they're doing it. But they lost tonight. There's every team that I previewed, they right on schedule in my opinion. Some are doing better than I thought they would, like the Bulls. I still thought the Bulls were going to get a playing spot. Celtics are going to be fine. But Indiana, like them losing Obi Toppin because I thought he would be a big part of their bench scoring, right? So losing Obi Toppin in February with that broken foot, that's a big loss. And then Nembhard not being there, being injured at the beginning of the season, that's why they won a 6 in my opinion. But yeah, other than that, everybody's right on schedule.
Yes, sir.
Getting the Jordan, LeBron stuff going on in the chat.
Yeah, no, it's always gonna be that, man. It's to me, again, it's not even like, in my opinion, there is no Jordan LeBron conversation. Like Jordan's just way better. Like it's not like it's an insult. It's an insult. Like it is a Jordan. There's a LeBron Kobe discussion, and and to me, there ain't no LeBron, there ain't no Jordan Kobe discussion. You know what I mean? It's a little, it's closer than LeBron, but Jordan clears a lot of guys, bro. He clears a lot of guys.
Don't let Hawk hear this.
Oh, what, Kobe?
Yeah, Hawk or Kobe. Yeah, he big time Kobe.
Yeah, but I've seen Jordan. I mean, Hawk might be a little too young to have seen Jordan. Kobe was great. Jordan was a little bit, a whole level above Kobe. Because, again, what happened to Kobe in the 2004 finals will never happen to Jordan. Never.
I agree. I completely agree with that.
You know what I mean? And other than that, Kobe was that one. He was that dude. You know what I mean? He was that dude. But I think, to me, the conversation ended when I saw Tayshaun Prince pretty much wrap him like a damn blanket. You know what I mean? And again, that's just, Jordan was just that. All right, Jordan had his bad games or two. Jordan didn't have no series. And I know he shot 39% against Seattle. Jordan, again, Jordan was so dominant in the first three. I don't care what he shot in games 5 and 6 or 4 and 5 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, the Knicks had him struggling in '93. Again, what he struggled against with Pistons, he wound up shooting 48% in the three series that they lost. You know what I'm saying? He scored 30 points again. That was locking Jordan down. I mean, imagine that, locking down somebody from to 30 points a game. You know what I mean?
That's insanity right there. Yeah.
You see Paul's going at it with Mark. Paul's pulled up to Viz's live, bro. He put Young Disciple on a woo. He got at that, bro. Like I thought I did it myself, but Paul's pull up to the panel on Viz and just eviscerated him. Just get like we gotta stop pussyfoot with LeBron fans, man. For real. We really do.
Oh, he killed Young Disciple?
Oh, he destroyed him. He destroyed him. Like, he destroyed him.
I gotta hear.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, man. You know, you saw me do the video using the stats. Why? Because I had gotten to some Discord and on Viz about LeBron not being clutch. I didn't say LeBron choked. But he wasn't clutch. See, again, my take on LeBron, I've said this on Viz stream. LeBron is not unclutch, but he's not always clutch. He's been clutch, and there's times where he hasn't been clutch. Now, if you go to the 2014 finals, LeBron had great numbers, right? But what LeBron failed at is keeping that game within reach. The Spurs, y'all remember, your Spurs ran them out of the building multiple games. You know, the link been dropped. Hold on, because I know I'm gonna give you about 15 minutes more. Because I will, I'm ending it early, a little bit early tonight. But you could pull up and say what you got to say, because you can get cooked like YD got cooked. It's like, but yeah, what I mean was there's parts of the game, and there's one game in particular, right? I think it was the closeout game. They were up 29-22 at the end of the first half, right? LeBron doesn't score basket he played all but 2 seconds of the second and third quarter. He has a -21. The lowest on the team, right? And in my opinion, or just from what I remember, he did not make any buckets. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes clutch can be the second or third quarter, man. When you stopping your team from getting ran out like you did. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I believe it went from the second quarter, they were up by 7. Next thing you know, they're down by like 11 at halftime, or down by 8 or something like that. It was like a 15-point swing. And then the third quarter, again, LeBron scores a couple more baskets, but none of them was like, now he's scoring baskets with the game is already 20 points.
Run your mouth. What you talking about, man?
Okay. Let me ask you. I'm gonna ask a question because I've said this.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Why you just say LeBron not clutch all the time? Who was clutch all the time?
How many times you choked?
No.
I'm talking to you. Shut your ass up. Hey, Ro, you just said.
I said LeBron. Hold on.
Easy,
there's times where you're right. There's times where LeBron has choked. You
just said LeBron not clutch all the time. Who clutched all the time?
Okay. Well, Jordan was clutch
more than LeBron.
Kobe was clutch most of the time. Well, Kobe was clutch most of the time. No, I'm not saying. See, I'll put it this way. Nobody makes every single game-winning shot. Everybody is smoke game winners, right?
No, that ain't what you said, bro.
I said LeBron has been okay. LeBron, 2011, 2007, 2009, 2010. LeBron was not clutch.
Yo, bro.
Why he wasn't clutch?
Let me give you a game.
Team lost.
Go ahead, pause.
No, what you do is
2013.
Hold on.
Kobe versus the
I ain't
Raptors.
even talking
When
to
did
this
LeBron
nigga,
have a
bro.
game like that?
I ain't talking to this white boy, man. Get him out of here, man.
White
Hey,
boy.
Ro.
He not white.
I'm not
Bro,
white.
like I said, bro.
Yo, this dude's dumb.
Why is you equating your team losing to not being like you can't equate that together, bro?
See, here's my point, Mar. Here's my point, Mar. They were in the 2014 final, and the 2014 finals. First of all, the narrative is
2014. You mean? Come on, bro.
24. Okay, okay, 2014, the final, one of LeBron's finals losses, right? Well, y'all lost to 38-year-old Tim Duncan. LeBron James, while having good
That's all he
numbers
lost
at
to
the
was
end of the game,
38-year-old Tim Duncan. They ain't had nobody else on the team.
22-year-old Kawhi
You
Leonard,
don't
the guy
talk
that wasn't even
basketball
an NBA
correctly.
player
You
yet,
don't
or not
talk
even an
basketball
All-Star yet.
correctly, sir.
What am I missing?
Kawhi was in his third
What you
season.
mean?
Man.
What you missing? You just said 30. All you mentioned was 38-year-old Duncan.
They got ran out the gym.
Who
Why did
else
they get
had,
run out
bro?
the gym? Why did the Heat, the defending two-time champions, get run out the gym by 38-year-old Duncan and
'Cause they had a
36-year-old
better
Manning?
team, bro.
Why they have a better team? They have more talent?
Did they?
Yo, they
Did
always
they have more
with
talent?
the excuse,
So
bro.
hey, let me ask you a question, bro.
Let
What
me.
did Wade
Oh, you know,
do after Bron left?
he was an All-Star 3 times. He took him to the second. Hold on. He took him to the game 7 of the second round, which is what y'all glazed Scottie Pippen for doing in 1994. Despite
What you
despite
mean?
not having Chris Bosh,
You're not keeping it real, man. That's the
why am I
problem
not
I
keeping it
have
real?
with y'all. Y'all don't
He
keep it
was a
real,
four-time.
man.
Wade made
Wade was
4
on his
All-Star teams
last
after LeBron
legs,
left.
man.
What? Wade was supposed to win a championship
And you
with Chris
and once
Bosh?
again, bro.
Hold on. Chris
All
Bosh
right,
didn't
go
make
ahead.
it past All-Star break in either of the seasons after LeBron left. What was Wade
Bro,
was
you're
supposed to
not
do?
looking at
Hold on. He was supposed to take the Hassan Whiteside to the finals?
This is what y'all do, bro. Y'all will talk
No,
basketball
you asked a
like
question.
it's
I gave you the answer,
2-on-2.
Bar.
Y'all will talk basketball like it's 2-on-2 or 3-on-3, and you know better than that.
Okay, I do know better than that.
But
Hold on, I do. But you
y'all
asked me what
only
did
do that
Wade
when it
do?
comes to
Oh,
LeBron.
that's a
Y'all only do that when it comes to LeBron, because that's how
no.
you
You
get your
just asked
point
me what did
across.
Wade do?
That's the only
You asked
way
me
you
what
can
did
get your
Wade
point
do?
across.
Hey, Mar, you just asked me what
You
did
don't
Wade
look
do?
at basketball in a team
What,
aspect when it
Mar,
comes
you
to
asked me what did
LeBron.
Wade do? Did I
Because if you
lie?
do, then you will see it for what it is, bro.
Mar, you asked me what did Wade do? Did I lie?
Bro, he ain't do shit. He was.
He was a 4-time All-Star.
Was he declining? Yes or no?
So what? Steph Curry was declining. Now what?
Fucking God, bro.
Oh, y'all. Oh, it's
Was
funny
Tim
for y'all
Duncan
to blame
declining?
Scottie Pippen.
In 2014.
Tim Duncan was
Say again?
declining that year
Ain't
too.
nobody talking to you. Shut up. Who had the
Shut the
better
hell
team
up.
in 2014?
Oh, the Spurs did, and that's why the
All
Spurs
right,
had a better team.
that's the
Hold
end
on.
of it,
You know
bro.
what?
That's the end of it, bro.
No more.
That's the
No
end
more.
of it, bro. What did you bring
No,
up
The best
2014
player in the
for,
Spurs
You know
was
bro?
why
declining,
You
man.
know why the
That's
Spurs had a
sad.
better team? You know why the Spurs had a better team? Because LeBron wasn't clutch. Because they didn't have a better team because they lacked talent. Let's go look at the starting lineup. Wade Bosh, LeBron. The combination of Rashard Lewis in his last season, who was only 34 at the time, Shane Battier. Then you had either Rio or Ray Allen. Ray Allen off the bench. You had Birdman or Rashard Lewis. Even Greg Oden was on that team, giving you some minutes. Like, they had no weak part. They had
What you
who
mute
was
me
weak?
for? How long you had me muted for?
I don't know. But you gotta
muting
if you're gonna ask a
Why are
question,
you muting me, bro?
because you ask questions and don't let people answer,
No,
Mark.
because what I said, bro. When it come to LeBron, you
Who had a
haters
better
don't talk
team?
basketball in a
Who
team
had
aspect.
no.
All of
You
a
asked
sudden,
who
they
had a
just
better
all
team.
fall on LeBron. You feel me?
Okay.
And that's you can't do that, bro.
No. Okay, when you went straight and said, what did Wade do? And I told you, I answered what Wade do. Oh, that wasn't shit. What is Wade supposed to do?
You say he made the All-Star team. That don't mean
3 times.
Okay, so
4
what,
times
bro?
actually.
Was it Flash D Wade? Cause let you tell it was Flash D Wade.
It was good. Put it this way: in 2014, it was Wade was only 31 years old, 32 years old in 2014.
Sir, he was nowhere near Flash D Wade in 2014. You gotta stop
He
this,
was good.
man.
He was good enough to beat the old Spurs. He was good enough
Yo,
to
bro,
beat.
How he
yo, bro,
wasn't, but he wasn't though. We
Chris
saw it.
Bosh,
He
bro.
wasn't.
Yo, bro, they
What you
still
mean he
had
was good enough to beat? He wasn't. We saw it, nigga.
You
they,
know there
they
was a
still had
game
Ray
where Wade
Allen,
was
bro.
What's
8
wrong
for
with you,
11.
bro?
You know there was a game where Wade scored 22 points
I
on
don't
11
give a. He
shots. 8
scored
for
what?
oh, 22 points on 11
22
shots.
points. Oh my
On
god.
11 shots. On 11 shots. Come on now. Like, y'all overdo it. I get that Wade had knee issues.
Bro.
I get that Wade had knee issues, bro.
You are embarrassing yourself right now, bro.
How
Real
am I
shit, bro.
embarrassing myself? LeBron had
You
adequate
said
help.
this man averaged. You said he scored 22 in a game. But what I'm telling you is, bro, when it comes to LeBron,
you know that's about as much as Scottie Pippen ever did. Hold on, and let's be real. In that era, they scored less points than they did in the Jordan era.
Bro, you know better than that.
Y'all love to do this.
No,
y'all
better than that.
I'm bringing up Scottie Pippen
You
for a
know
reason.
better than that. What year?
Why I know
What
better
year,
than that?
Scotty? You talking about?
Any year.
You won't bring up one of his All
What was
NBA
Scottie
years?
Pippen's finals? Hold on.
You
What was
talking
Scottie
about an
Pippen's finals?
All-Star?
Hey.
You talking
Scottie
about an
Pippen played 6 finals.
All-Star, man?
Scottie Pippen played in 6 finals.
I could bring up all Scotty All NBA years, and you go compare that to Westbrook. That's what you did before, yo. You compared a Scotty All NBA year to Westbrook on the Lakers. That just shows where your head at.
The numbers are right there, bro.
You're not acknowledging the evolution of the game by doing that.
Oh, now the evolution of the game. Y'all
You're not
so many.
acknowledging the evolution of the
we're in
game by doing that,
2014.
sir.
Y'all know we're in 2014. LeBron clutch in the 2014 finals.
The Spurs had a better team. What you mean?
Why were the Spurs a better team? They didn't have more talent.
What you mean was he clutch? The Spurs had a better team. They blew him up.
Why were they a better team? Why were they a better team?
He ain't have a chance to be clutch.
Why were they? I answer your questions, Mark. Hey, pause. You see this, right? How we answer his questions, we don't answer ours. It's a real simple question. If you know basketball,
what's the question,
you hang
nigga?
with the FYF
what's
crew.
The question,
I'm
nigga?
sure they taught you something, right?
What's the question?
Why were
nigga?
they a better team?
You said what?
Why were the Spurs a better team? Tell me what they did.
Because they had a deeper roster. They had a deeper roster, and they had
Boris Diaw was in their rotation, bro.
Boris Diaw was killing. He was killing that series.
No, because he killed LeBron.
You're not going to be a casual.
He killed LeBron because he actually had
Boris
skill.
Diaw was a bum or something.
He actually Boris Diaw was about 280 pounds, bro.
Okay.
A 6'8", and he ain't LeBron 280. He's the fat
I bet you the Heat wish they had Boris Diaw that series.
I bet
you got to stop talking basketball.
Because he got skill.
Like it's 3-on-3 and 2-on-2. When it comes to LeBron, because I heard you talk basketball. I done heard you talk logical basketball before, bro. You only don't do it when it comes to LeBron. Like I don't understand it. That's why I call you a hater.
I just named the whole Heat rotation. I just named the whole Heat rotation. Yo. Name the rotation for the Spurs,
bro.
So I can laugh.
Who the hell, bro? Patty Mills.
You can Google it. I'm good.
I don't need to Google nothing, bro.
You know how the Spurs. Okay, I'm gonna answer my own question. You know how the Spurs are better because they moved the ball and they ran actual offense.
Said the Spurs is better.
Because they moved the ball and ran actual offense. You know the Spurs had 24 turnovers in game one.
They had LeBron because
the Spurs were 24. You know the Spurs had 24 turnovers in game one and still won the game going away.
Okay, good for them. They had a better team. I just told you that.
Well, how you lose?
My question to you is, why are you trying to blame LeBron for that series?
I'm not blaming LeBron.
That's the first name you mentioned.
I'm not blaming LeBron. I said LeBron was not clutch.
LeBron fans always blame Jordan.
What moment did he have to be clutch now?
How about before the game got out of hand?
In the first quarter.
How about not have his muscles?
He was the best player on his team by far, bro.
Steroid induced muscles cramp. The only player in the game affected by the air conditions,
bro. Change the topic, bro. You're not even.
No, I'm not changing.
I'm not
changing
logically.
You're
not talking logical basketball because LeBron involved.
No,
this is what you do, bro.
I made an assertion. You got mad at me saying it.
No, I didn't get mad. I ain't mad.
LeBron put up meaningless numbers. He did not make buckets to keep.
All right, wait.
These are the things that Kobe did.
Who put up meaningful numbers on the Heat then? By that logic.
Wait.
I'm done with you, bro. I'm done with you.
Why? Why is his numbers? Why is LeBron's numbers meaningful and Wade's
bro,
not?
Is you drunk?
You're trying to. First of all, we know this is LeBron's team. No. Wade averaged 15 points a game.
Have you been drinking, sir? You just said Wade put up meaningful numbers. Based on what?
I had a beer in a glass.
I really gotta entertain this?
No.
You said Wade put up meaningful numbers based on what, nigga?
Hey. Chris Bosh shot 53%.
I asked you a question, bro.
You asked me who put up meaningful numbers. I'm gonna tell you Bosh did as well.
You said Wade. Based on what, nigga?
Based on the fact that Wade had solid games. Ray Allen had one bad game.
This is why I gotta call you a hater.
Ray Allen had one bad game. Nigga, you have Ray Allen coming off your bench, bro. Why are the Spurs a better team? Who was as good as Ray Allen? Hold on, I'm gonna ask you again, Mark.
I mean, Ray Allen, he averaged like 9 points. Why are you bringing him up, man?
Well,
he was just a shooter. He was just a shooter on the Heat. That's it.
Okay, why didn't he get more shots?
You running me in circles. Can we change the topic? Because this is pointless.
See, you're not getting to it. You know why the Spurs were a better team? No. You know why the Spurs were a better team? No, I am. No, I don't want to. Yeah. You don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear the truth. The Spurs were a better team because they moved the ball. They played better system ball and ran the Heat out of the fucking gym. LeBron, while putting up his numbers, the joke was on him. He could get his one-on-one with Kawhi. And Kawhi had the better closeout game and the better game 4. LeBron did not. I'm putting up my numbers, and I got a Hall of Fame level help in my stick. Yet I'm getting ran out of the gym by these old motherfuckers.
Why you keep muting me, bro?
Keep it real, because you ask questions that won't let people answer. Bro. I ask you a question and I stop talking. You ain't got an answer.
Because you keep asking dumbass questions because you can't talk basketball logically when it comes to LeBron.
I'm gonna answer my own rhetorical question. The Spurs were a better team because they played system basketball and moved the ball and played off each other. LeBron was putting up numbers, but they were insignificant. His buckets were insignificant.
So whose numbers was significant on the Heat?
On the Heat? Yeah. Other than LeBron? That's your question again?
You just said LeBron numbers was insignificant. That's serious. So whose numbers was significant on his team?
I'm going to tell you again, Ray Allen, Bosh, even Rashard Lewis. Even Rashard Lewis makes it. See what I'm saying?
The fact that I'm smiling right now because I got to.
Well, see, that's the part. This is the part. This is the thing. I'm saying Ray Allen, Chris. I'm talking about Hall of Famers, first ballot Hall of Famers. I'm talking about former All-Star. And you gave me Boris fucking Diaw, nigga. Get out of here.
You brought up
Get out of here, bro. You were cooked. I asked you who came off the bench that was significant. You said Boris Diaw. And I got a first ballot Hall of Famer. See, here's the problem. You said Ray Allen. Hey, Pause, listen to this. He said Ray Allen was a shooter. You know why he was just a shooter? Because LeBron James just made him a fucking shooter. That's why. Yeah,
you ain't
because LeBron makes players rely on him primarily.
You need some water, bro.
Thank you.
Some water, bro.
And that 4.4 assists and that going one-on-one and not, man. Again, LeBron does not realize, man. He does not know how to keep his team in it. Kobe Bryant, and you guys show it on FYF. When Kobe Bryant plays the Spurs, he moves the ball within a system. LeBron tries to be the system, and again. Okay, so he had his numbers there, but he was not. Again,
you're not talking
hold on. The dude played every minute of the second quarter. The dude made every minute of the second quarter in game
LeBron
4.
the coach. You saying LeBron the coach now?
Yo, LeBron puts up meaningless stats that doesn't even impact games sometimes. Like we gotta also come across that as well.
Okay, you can say that about literally anybody, bro.
No.
Like literally. You can say that literally about
LeBron
anybody.
does it excessively. That's the problem.
Yep.
When?
Yep.
When?
We just saw 2014 was a perfect example.
2014.
Okay,
because y'all want
for you to say that
funny.
somebody
Shout
on the
out to
team
Switch.
got to be putting up. You can't say the best player
Why
on
you
the fucking
keep going
team
to
by
the
far is
team?
putting up
But
meaningless
why you
stats.
keep going to the
He the
team
one
now?
that's
Why you
fucking.
keep going to the
He
team?
the reason why they're
I'm
there.
telling you,
Hold on a second.
He the
Hold on.
reason why they're there, nigga.
Yo, you mentioned
What is
Boris
you talking
Diaw.
about?
Tim Duncan got the best out of Boris Diaw in that system. LeBron doesn't do that. So what now?
Ray Allen just shooter.
You saying he got the best
shooter.
out, and that's
LeBron wouldn't do shit with Boris Diaw,
in that
bro.
system. Shut the fuck up, bro. This is what I'm saying.
Shut
When
the
it comes to
fuck up.
LeBron, y'all don't talk logical basketball, nigga.
LeBron
You hate
What
the
is you
truth, bro.
talking
That's your
about? Duncan
problem,
got
man.
the
You
best out of
emotional.
Boris Diaw.
You an emotional Bronsexual. That's the problem with you, man.
Dismiss
You
the
over here
coach.
on the comment section always
dismiss
talking all this
Pop
shit.
and get a credit to Duncan to take away from
Shut up,
LeBron. You
man.
sound crazy as shit, nigga.
You sound stupid.
Fucking white boy.
You sound stupid. You sound stupid.
I think he a Mexican or something, because ain't no way he know basketball
No, I'm
talking
Puerto
like
Rican,
that.
bro. I'm Puerto Rican.
Hey, Ro, you know, yo, he just dismissed Pop and gave the credit to Duncan to take away LeBron. That's just what he did.
You see, here's the thing.
Don't y'all do the same thing for LeBron's coaches too? Don't y'all do the same thing for Mike Brown?
Duncan, Manu,
y'all sad as
Parker,
shit. Y'all
Ginobili.
You sad. You a fangirl. That's your problem,
Hold on.
bro.
Even the Portland's coach, Thiago Splitter, everybody chipped in and they played perfect team basketball and they ran the Heat, the favorite Heat. Actually, no, the Heat wasn't even favorite. And again,
No, they were, bro. No, they were. They actually were. Coming into the finals, they actually were. I actually checked Basketball Reference and it said that the Miami Heat. Miami Heat was.
No,
you can look it up if you
See,
want. Just like the other guy, the other LeBron fan came out and Viz live stream, the same one that Viz that Viz live stream came down with, where they strike
Stop
it.
Bringing up LeBron haters to me.
He's LeBron hater
too, bro.
Hey, Viz says he's a LeBron fan. So what? I mean, like he goes at your guy FYF because he's a liar. Hold on, FYF is mad because
Viz said he got an account manager.
What's the problem with that?
Bro, stop believing
no
FYF got an account manager. FYF got a goddamn cat in the Philippines that he pays $25 a meet to fucking run his account.
His name. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Come on, bro. Y'all fall for all of LeBron's chat GPT line. Hey, you realize that hold on, Lamar. You realize that Viz ain't the only one going at Lamar and his bullshit. Some white boy is putting him on out there. Yeah, I know. All that little fuckery. We all know that Lamont don't be reading off his goddamn computer screen. He's be making shit up on the fly because the nigga is a fucking 3-con Monty player, and you dumbasses fall for it. But anyway, we talking LeBron here. We talking LeBron here. See, you want to give there's a problem with you guys. When it comes to, like you said, it's you talk about
you to say here's the problem with somebody.
Yes, here's the problem. Here's the problem.
You
want to give Sol credit. When he said Duncan, you said Pop ain't got nothing to do with it. Yeah, Pop is the coach. The whole system is Pop's. So everybody is optimized. Everybody is optimized, Mar. And you say that Ray Allen, a first ballot Hall of Famer, is just a shooter. There's a reason why Ray Allen didn't want to join his ass in Cleveland. Cause like, I ain't gonna be here standing in the corner, and then when we lose, then I'm gonna get all the fucking smoke. Even though I saved this nigga's whole legacy in 2013 by making that 3 in the corner. Cause we all know, nigga, we would still be clowning LeBron to this day if he didn't win in 2013.
You need a bottle of water, bro?
What happened?
Do you need a bottle of water?
No, I'm good. There's just a lot of dust down here. There's a lot of construction going on here.
Yo, Ro, can I say something?
I think you need a bottle of water.
Yeah, pause. You got it.
Yo, Greg Popovich couldn't win shit until Tim Duncan got there, right?
True.
All
I mean,
right.
it was only at 1 year. 1 year, the one bad year
Okay.
when Hill got
He
fired.
couldn't
Yeah,
win. He couldn't win with
Hey, pause.
what's his name? Robinson, right?
Hey,
yeah.
pause.
I mean, but he only
Whose
remember.
system
To
was
be
it?
fair, he only took over. I think he took over when they fired Bob Hill.
Do I even
And
gotta
What year was
explain
that?
it?
it was
Why do I
20,
gotta explain to you that?
97. No, he took. When did
Or
he take over?
97?
96. I know he was GM in 95. He took over. I think he took over that bad year where Robinson and Sean Elliott were out.
Pause.
So
Whose system was the Spurs running?
I don't know. You
Popovich.
tell me.
All right, I don't even want to talk to you. This is why I didn't want to talk to him. Bro,
I
whose
can't talk to
system
you
was the
either,
Spurs
man.
running?
Well,
Whose system
You
was
a
the
the
fan of
Spurs
problem
Spurs,
running?
is
bro.
everybody.
Can't
See,
talk to
no,
you
I
either,
think
bro.
Mark,
Bro,
you
whose
lost
system was the
My point
Spurs
is,
running?
my point was
No, you don't
why
have a
LeBron
point.
couldn't,
Shut up. Shut up. I
why
don't want to talk to
LeBron
you.
couldn't win
I don't
shit
want to
with
talk to you,
Mike
bro.
Brown. That's my
I
point.
don't want to talk to you.
Man, shut up, man. Your cornrow's too tight.
see,
Shut the hell up, bro.
yo, it's crazy. Mark asks questions and never answer your own, right? And he
That's
don't
why I don't
let.
waste time with this dude, bro.
I know. He don't let you answer the questions that he asks. And then when you ask him and you know you got him in a corner, he don't even want to speak because he knows the deal. That's the plot. He losing the plot. You got first ballot Hall of Famers. You're telling me ain't shit. And LeBron did everything he could. No, LeBron didn't. LeBron was not facilitating the ball the way he needed to. He wound up putting up meaningless stats when the game was already down 20. And this is what LeBron is really good for. He wound up doing the Wilt Chamberlain thing. I got my stats. My teammates weren't good enough. When you got fucking great teammates.
Whose system
Yo,
was the Spurs
but
running?
I look at Tim Duncan like the complete opposite of LeBron because Tim Duncan is a very selfless player. Like he actually could play in a real system and he's good at it.
He actually gets
LeBron,
coaches.
he has trouble. He has trouble playing in an actual system.
So do you got Tim Duncan over LeBron?
I do.
All right.
I don't, but at the end of the day, Tim Duncan was much more successful head to head. Oh yeah! Shout out to the boy that put out the film that showed LeBron was not being guarded 5-on-1. Hold on, it was a cat that put out, and I think Viz reacted to him. It was not getting guarded 5-on-1 like they said. What happened is every time, hold on, in 07, every time LeBron dumbass drove to the paint, he had people meeting him there. Why? Because his game was so one-dimensional. There was no mid-range pull-up in this game. He could not get a guy on his back, on his hip. He just kept driving to the basket, the easy downhill, and the Spurs were ready for that. See, there's a difference between LeBron and Kobe. Because this is what started this whole conversation. Right?
My God.
How LeBron played against Kobe versus the Spurs versus how Kobe played against the Spurs.
I know you ain't gonna bring up how LeBron played versus
Hold on.
Kobe.
There's 3 occasions where
you don't want to do that.
There's 3 occasions where Kobe played either in that year or the very next year with a very similar roster. Kobe played against the team that shut LeBron and his team down, and Kobe won all 3 times.
Coaches. Completely different teams, completely different coaches.
Because Kobe plays in a system. Kobe knows how to move the ball. LeBron keeps talking about if I had the triangle system. No. LeBron keeps saying if I had the triangle system. Meanwhile, he won't leave out to him and Phil Jackson. He don't like Phil Jackson worth the shit. LeBron has said if I had the triangle system. He never said if I had the triangle system, what I would have done. Oh, see, now you missed that part. You see this? You see this?
I would love to see that
quote. He said it right before the season started, Mar.
What, this season?
Yes, this season. He talked about having the triangle system. Really trying to take a shit on Kobe.
What did he say?
He said how successful I would have been if I had the triangle system. Knowing full well LeBron James could not have played in the fucking triangle.
What did he say? LeBron can play in any system. What did he say though?
No, he cannot. Well, okay, what system? Other than LeBron, other than this basic 1-4 flat shit, driving kick, LeBron heliocentric LeBron ball. When has LeBron James not played a heliocentric type of game? When has LeBron not played a heliocentric style of basketball? Mark.
Hey, this is not.
When has he not played the? You know, LeBron has led his team in assists every year. When has he allowed another great talented point guard to actually control a level up? Even when he had Kyrie for 2 years.
Rondo.
LeBron still led the team in assists. Matter of fact, he led the league in assists the year he had Rondo.
Rondo wasn't in his prime.
Did he have Rondo? He had Rondo in 2019. He had Rondo in 2020. LeBron led the league in assists both years.
That was the only year he won.
He's coming off the bench. Russell Westbrook. That's the first time Russell
Westbrook. Who you want? You want the ball in Russell Westbrook?
Bar. Let me talk. The year he had Russell Westbrook was the first time that another player led the team in assists since LeBron's rookie year, and that was Jeff McGinnis, who only played a handful of like 28 games.
Why are you bringing up Westbrook on the Lakers, bro?
Because I'm LeBron has always played a heliocentric style of basketball. So when has he played another style of basketball? Because it's funny, y'all always say Scottie Pippen led the team in assists all those years, right? With the Bulls. He's in a triangle system. If they never go to the triangle system, Jordan would have led the team in assists.
10 coaches. You telling me they was all running the same system?
Who had 10 coaches?
The tape ain't going to support that.
Who had 10 coaches?
How is that a flex that LeBron had more than 10 coaches?
I'm not talking to you. I know.
Shut the hell up, dude.
I'm not talking to you.
Because if you don't play LeBron ball, if you don't play, it's funny, right, bro? Pause. Frank Vogel. Does anybody look at Frank Vogel like a championship coach?
It's hard to tell because they had
nobody looks at bro. Anytime you win a championship for a franchise and you find out about your firing on TV, you're not treated like a championship coach. Yeah, Frank Vogel is a championship winning coach, right? We want to count that bubble so much. But Frank Vogel, a guy who won a championship for the Los Angeles Lakers, found out on television that he was fired.
No, it was doing after the final.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
After the last game of the season, the reporters had to inform him. They had informed him. He said, "Do you have any idea you've been fired?" He said, "No, I ain't had no idea." And then blase. They didn't even call him into the office. They leaked it to the media before they gave this man the fucking news. Real quick, bro.
Yeah, that's fucked up what they did, man.
This is what I mean. Boys.
I'm sorry, bro.
Real quick.
Go ahead, JB.
Now, when they hired Vogel, I said he'll be gone by year 3. He was gone in year 3. When they signed Ham, I said he'll be done in 2 years. He was done in 2 years. And the guy they got in here now, it's kind of like, cross your fingers.
Yeah. And mind you, Mar, I know you backstage now. I don't even know if you did. But the only reason we talk about this is because you said the man had 10 coaches. The man had 10 coaches because he's always firing coaches. Oh, we saw what Lou was saying about LeBron, right? Lou was on Shannon Sharp talking about LeBron, he was 6 assists. Oh my God. But Lou was on Shannon Sharp's bench talking about how I told LeBron, bro, you got to do more. I got 20 points and 7 assists. Was his first fucking retort. He couldn't even understand Ty Lue, the one coach that he liked, the one coach that he actually respected. He don't get it. Lou, who did Lou play with? Who's the best teammate Lou played with? JB.
Ty Lue?
Yeah.
You talking about when he was on the Lakers? On the Wizards?
Who's the best teammate he played? Even Kobe was better than that guy. Because he played with him on the Wizards. He played with the Bulls. He played with Kobe Bean Bryant.
For a minute there.
Yeah, but he played with Jordan, the old Jordan, even the old Jordan. And I've seen some film to show that the old Jordan. I want to put that up there too. I didn't want to do too much LeBron Kobe shit on my channel or LeBron Jordan shit. But Kobe would have understood that. If Phil would have told Kobe, you got to do more. Well, Coach, I got 20 points and 7 assists. Yeah, but you got to do more. LeBron couldn't understand that. And what did he do? He pouted like a bitch. And what did Lou say? The veterans on his team had to say, bro, yeah, you do got to do more. But this is the problem with LeBron James. This is why he's not Jordan or Kobe. Not saying he's not a great player, but he doesn't understand it. It's not just about your numbers, bro. You gotta get right now. You got a great opponent in front of you. You gotta bring extra effort. You gotta bring more. You gotta do shit that don't show up in the stat sheet. This is why that stat versus intangibles debate they had was goddamn important because these bronze sections don't get it.
You know what? So I like that you just said that, Ro, because Michael Jordan in '93, the Bulls were facing the #1 ranked offensive team in the Phoenix Suns. I know they like to trash Jordan's competition, but Jordan had to drop a NBA record 41 points per game to add points to the Bulls to beat that Phoenix Suns. Like, why couldn't LeBron do that against the 17 Warriors? He still had Kyrie outscore Steph Curry. Like, why he couldn't do that? That, like, you know, like little things like that. I hold to account.
Every time we talk LeBron, he pulls up. Now, JB, was the show about LeBron? Why are we talking about LeBron now? Because Mar wanted to pull up on the stage, right? Who is Mar? One of them
I said Wemby is the best player, bro.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Look, you got to that opinion, and again, we disagree. We believe he got to get more hair on his chest. You know what I'm saying? But the reason why we're talking about LeBron is because Mar pulled up and won. You know, I did a 5-hour live stream, 5 hours and 40 minutes to be exact, and I didn't talk about LeBron. Mar pulls up in the chat. What y'all talking about? Why ain't y'all talking about LeBron? That's all he want to talk about. Again, I said LeBron wasn't clutch in 2014. He just said LeBron could never play. LeBron had to play different systems because he played for 10 different coaches. No, he played for 10 different coaches that all had to bend to LeBron's heliocentric style of play. LeBron has never played in a system of anybody that like Mike Brown had to play LeBron style. Spoelstra was doing too much that LeBron didn't like. Pat, get in here. Pat, get in. And Wade had to go to LeBron and say, bro, the way Pat Riley coached his team, trust me, you don't want Pat Riley. Pat Riley going suicide, he's gonna kill y'all. We're gonna actually have to practice. Let's Spoelstra pull it out. We should be good enough. That's what Wade said. He said it's on. Mind you, these are the guys that do give interviews and they give it in detail. Okay, so again, no one's saying LeBron ain't a great player, but there's a part that he's missing. LeBron has always played a heliocentric style of play. That's why him and Westbrook did not work. Because you're trying to make Westbrook into what he's not, a catch and shoot player, where Westbrook needs to run the ball, run the offense to be effective. You see Westbrook is still putting up numbers from a backup role in Sacramento, but hear him tell her he can't play no more.
No, but LeBron makes everyone better. Remember that. That's what LeBron fans love to say.
Yeah. And the Suns were fucking deep in 93.
Come on, man.
Yo, pause. Going on what you said, the Suns were deep in 93. Again, I watched the 93 Game 6 recently, right? The Bulls had no offense in the fourth quarter. None.
Not even the Portland Trailblazers in '92 had, and like the Bulls did not even have that much scoring power, like you know, for them to outmatch the Portland Trailblazers. Like, bro, you had Terry Porter in that team. You had Danny Ainge, the same guy that was
Buck Williams, Danny Ainge off the bench.
Like,
let me tell you something.
Yeah,
the Golden State Warriors did not have a scorer like Clifford Robinson coming off their bench. I guarantee you. They did not one of those teams in those 4 years. They did not know Sean Livingston, not know.
Yo, you know what? I'm gonna look it up right now.
Have a score like Clifford Robinson.
I'm gonna look at it right now.
Yo, Cliff Robinson I'm telling you, Cliff Robinson was a beast. He was always in like a 6-man type role. Cliff Robinson could have started for many other teams.
Okay? Bro. Cliff Robinson is the same guy that put that face up after Jordan did the shrug. I remember that clip.
They was They thought that leaving him open for 3 would be a way to guard him, and he's like, no, we can't do that shit. This nigga gonna knock down every fucking 3 because y'all think he couldn't shoot the 3. If he had these wide open fucking face the floor type fucking offense that they did now, Jordan would have been a great 3-point shooter. I'm telling, not a good 3-point shooter, a great 3-point shooter. Like, I'm talking about 38 to 40-something%. Guarantee you, if they had a 3-point centered attack like they do now. But you know, that's another story. That's another story, bro. These guys, again, they listen to these idiots that don't know. They listen. They keep calling me old, right? I'm old, but I was around to see this shit. Y'all are fucking capping, bro. Okay,
Can I read the
I
players?
just said that. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, the player that was leading the Bulls was Michael Jordan, clearly with 35.8. Oh yeah, I looked this up earlier, right? Michael Jordan. This was the series where Michael Jordan was averaging double the points per game LeBron was in 2011, but he didn't choke, right?
Yep.
Moving on. Scottie Pippen, 20.8. John Paxson, 10.3. Horace Grant, 9.2. And Bill Cartwright, 6.3. That was the top 5 players. And then you look at the Portland Trailblazers, right? Cliff Robinson comes up 4th with 10.3.
Yep.
So the Chicago Bulls had only
14, 15 every night.
So the Chicago Bulls only had 3 players on that series that averaged double digits. The only ones, Pippen, Paxson, and Jordan. Portland Trailblazers had 5. 24.8 with Clyde Drexler. Terry Porter with 16.2. Jerome Kersey, 14.8. Cliff Robinson, 10.3. Danny Ainge, the same guy with the Phoenix Suns the following year, 10 points. And Mark Bryant, 10 points. Like, these guys don't even want to bring that to account, man. That's crazy,
Mark
bro.
Bryant, the backup center. Mark Bryant was the Blazers' backup center. He was better than Bill Cartwright, their starting center. See, this is what they don't seem to understand, bro. And John Paxson, Terry Porter, look, when the Bulls played, right, JB can attest to this, right? They only usually won 2 positions. Like, you see, back in the day, the positions guarded each other. You didn't have so many of these cross matchups, right? The Steelers guarding the center, the power forwards guarding the power forward. Maybe every now and then you get a cross matchup thing, depending on who and who. But usually it's Cartwright on Duckworth on Cartwright, Buck Williams on Horace Grant on Buck Williams, right? Kersey on Pippen, right? Drexler, and that's the main matchup, Drexler and Jordan, and Terry Porter versus what's the name? The Blazers clearly had a better bench than the Bulls. The Blazers had a better center than the Bulls. The Blazers had a better point guard than the Bulls. It might be a wash. Buck Williams and Horace Grant is a wash. I actually think I would give a slight edge to Buck Williams. Buck Williams was actually better in his prime, even though he's a little like, bro, Buck Williams played another 6-7 years in the league, bro. So Buck Williams is at that point might be slightly better than Grant. The only 2 matchups you're winning is at shooting guard and small forward, right? So Pippen is better than Kersey, and Jordan is better than Drexler. Right?
Portland Trailblazers from 19.
The bench, like I said, bro, the bench is better. Mark Bryant, as you see, was better than Cartwright, right? He damn sure better than fucking Scott Williams and Stacey King. Okay.
Yo, Cartwright was with the Knicks too before he got to the Bulls. He got traded for Charles Oakley.
He got traded in '86 because the Knicks had Ewing, and it was better for them to get Oakley, and it worked out for both teams. But Cartwright at that point was done, bro. Cartwright was the worst starting center in '92 or '93, bro. That's just cool. He was the worst starting center in the league.
Yeah, Cartwright played with Bernard King and them. So,
yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Cartwright was pretty much done by 88. He was still solid. 89 by the 90s, by the 3-peat run, Cartwright was a shell, bro.
And I'm glad that we're talking about this because Michael Jordan with Cartwright, with old Cartwright or washed Cartwright, like the LeBron fans love to say, you know, he actually won with Bill Cartwright. Why LeBron couldn't win in 2014?
Thank you. Pause. Marno, believe me. For the season, Cartwright averaged 6 points and 4 rebounds in 1993. Go look up the numbers. Go look it up.
I got you.
You're in it. Yeah. And tell me I'm lying.
For 3 years, Portland had the deepest
When
team in the
1993.
NBA. For 3 years.
I got you. Hold on.
1990, 91, and 92. They had the deepest team in the NBA.
Yep.
Nah, but my stance is I don't just look at stats. I'd rather look at games than
And
stats.
I get it. I know, and trust me, we're around enough to know the film, bro. Like Portland was there every year. They played the Pistons in the '90 finals. You know what I'm saying? The idea that they play trash competition, I get sick of it. Talking about old Magic was 31 fucking years old, bro. What are you talking about? Magic was 31 and was a back runner-up.
He was
for
about
MVP.
the same age. Yo, he was second in MVP voting behind Michael Jordan. So what the hell are these dudes talking
that's why
about?
I love to have a platform, and I love to have these conversations. Why I bring Mar up and waste my time?
That's their Sterling. That's
When I
Shannon
bring up,
Sharp
hold on. When I bring up that Magic was not old, they do niggas talk about Magic was old in 91, right? Worthy, who's like a year too younger than Magic. How old is he? He's 30, 29, right? You get Worthy, AC Green, Sam Perkins. Sam Perkins is the same age as Jordan. So how were the fucking Lakers old? But then when I bring up the Spurs being old in 2014, oh, why are you talking about it? That's the first thing you talk about. Nigga, Dustin was 38.
Isaiah Thomas was what, 31 and 91? Magic Johnson, 31 and 91?
32, yeah, 30, 31, 30, like 31 years old. Yep, 31.
They were about the same age as Mike.
Yep. Isaiah's and it was funny, right? Hold on. Rodman is actually the same age as Isaiah, 2 years older than Mike. But Rodman was old in 1991. Yeah, when he comes to the Bull in 1995, he's a superstar. So how can Rodman be old?
Yo, I hear that a lot, man. I be on these Facebook groups, and they be saying the same thing. They call the 96 Bulls a super team, bro. Like, yo, Rodman was 34 going to 35. Stop it, bro. He was never a franchise player. He was never a first option player, bro. Stop.
You know what was so funny about it, though, right? You know what's so funny about it? Rodman, yes, Rodman was never first option, never. But Rodman was full of energy. Again, one thing I get from being on FYF stream is a guy like Sharon Wright came and, who played with the Sixers and played against Rodman in the league. He came on and said, yo, Rodman would just be in the gym riding a bike, running laps and all that. He's because the rookies got to come in there first because he was a rookie. And he's like, yo, this nigga fucking Rodman's older than all of us. And he's got more fucking energy than all of us. And see, that's the deal, right? Which again, y'all niggas said they were old in 31. Like, instead of getting the Bulls credit for finally getting by the Pistons in a sweep, you gotta bring up excuses, injury excuses, the whole nine. Like, come on, even Carcino be on this dumb shit, man. Like, yo.
Oh man.
Not right. Also said Jordan won the greatest. Nigga, why are you lying, Mar, bro? When did he say Jordan won? I'm not even going. We ain't gonna do this, bro.
No,
we ain't gonna do this.
What it is. Shannon Sharp, their talking point has been driven home by Shannon Sharp, and he has fried the psyche of the people who tune in and listen to him when it comes to the NBA. Not football.
When
it comes to the NBA, he has fried the psyche of these fans, dog. And it's really pitiful. But at the end of the day, they're gonna find out when it's all over. They're gonna find out how much they've been conned. And when they find out, they gonna feel so angry because they gonna be like, damn, man, we've been listening to this dude for damn near 10 years and he's been taking us for a ride.
Man, I'm telling you, bro. These cats, bro. Again, I'm here to knock down the fucking myths. Jordan and first of all, let's keep it real. The teams that Jordan played in the finals are better than the teams that LeBron played in the finals. I'm gonna stand on that. Easily better. Well, guess what? They also have a better collective record. Even with the 67 and 72 win Warriors, 73 win Warriors, the Bulls competition, the Bulls played 50, 60 win teams, and they played 2 58 win teams. Okay? The Bulls competition had a better collective record than LeBron's competition. The only thing I know, the one thing that brought them down was the 2020 Heat having that mediocre record. But the fact of the matter is, they had a better collective record. They also were better teams. top to bottom. They were.
Who
Again,
created that monster though?
the glaze on the KD Warriors. The glaze. I'm gonna tell you. We're gonna end it soon. But the glaze on the KD Warriors. You talking about a team that was almost beat by James Harden in the 2018 Rockets. Everybody said in 2017 if Kawhi don't get hurt by Zaza Pachulia, they probably lose to the 67 win Spurs that year, right? Okay. But hold on, the same roster now. Same roster. The only difference is JaVale McGee goes to play LeBron with LeBron and the Lakers and Zaza Pachulia. But they replaced him with DeMarcus Cousins, and I forget who else came to the team. They actually replaced him with better players. But the same roster was taking a 6 in the first round by the damn Clippers. The same team that LeBron got swept with and beat. They want to be glazed. They want LeBron to be glazed for going 1-8 against the KD Warriors. But other teams in that same era were more competitive. You can't make it up, man. You can't make it up. I get sick of it. But yes, the KD Warriors were great, but they were not the best team ever assembled. They were not.
Can I ask? What do you think about the '83 Philadelphia 76ers in comparison to them? What do you think?
That's the 4-4-4 Sixers, right? Yeah, they were a little before my time. But from what I understand, they were dominant. That's that 1 year that Doc was on his best, and they had James Toney and Mo Cheeks, right? And then they had Moses. Moses was probably the best player on the planet that year, man. So that was
Moses Malone led the league in rebounding. How many years? Like 7?
Yeah, I believe 7. Yeah, he was the best. To me, he's the best rebounder outside of Wilt and Bill. Rodman was great.
No, Will was past his prime though. Like Malone was still in his prime, right? Or no? By '83.
Right, he was prime.
Yeah, and you already had a prime. You already had a prime Dr. J too, and Maurice Cheeks. Yeah, I think that's almost better.
The thing about Philadelphia though, see, they had went to 3 finals in 5 years. And the missing piece was that center because their starting center was Caldwell Jones. He wasn't no scorer. He was a good defender, but he wasn't no scorer. So when they played the Lakers in the finals, they had no answer for Kareem. So they was a missing piece. And then Malone was traded to the Sixers because common thought is he's talking there to tell you that he signed as a free agent. He was traded straight up for Caldwell Jones.
Yeah, I believe Reggie Reg is Lamont's burner account. I really do. Like we done moved on to the Sixers, and this nigga asked him why I don't ever talk about any of LeBron's good game. Bro, y'all are so weird. Y'all don't want us talking about us unless we glazing them. I've talked about plenty of LeBron great games.
I could bring one up. Game 5, right? 2007.
Yeah. Oh, that's exactly where I was going. Now, how did he follow that up, Pause. How did he follow that up? What happened in Game 6?
Oh,
did he not make a
Bobby Gibson. Bobby Gibson scored.
Wait, go ahead.
No, you got it. You got it.
Yeah, no. Again, one of the greatest performances of all time. Really great.
Yeah.
But you know what kills me?
25 points per game.
Yeah. But no, again, Game 5. Again, we do know that Antonio McDyess was thrown out early in that game, and Antonio McDyess actually did a pretty good job of guarding LeBron. So, with Game 6, LeBron does not make a basket until midway through the third quarter. Meaning he wasn't scoreless because he made free throws, but he didn't make a basket. Yet his team was still up 60-58. Now, I just want that to be clear. How can a guy not make a basket for 2.5 quarters? Yet his team still wins. Yet the narrative still be he drug a bunch of bums to the finals.
Yo, I hate that.
Is that fair?
I hate that.
Is that fair?
It's not.
And then Bobby Gibson single-handedly in the fourth quarter outscored the Detroit Pistons of that closeout game. Oh, because he got open off LeBron. Okay, just because he got open off LeBron attention. Again, that's the problem with LeBron, right? LeBron can't score. LeBron can't. First of all, LeBron should be happy to just give the rock up when he's drawing all the attention. That's what a heliocentric point guard, point forward, whatever, should want to do. That's the problem. If LeBron was actually being guarded by 5 people all series like they maintain, then he should have been averaging 20 assists. Instead, he averaged 6 assists and almost as many turnovers as he averaged assists in 07. You see what I'm saying? Again, I could talk about LeBron great games. LeBron had plenty of great games. But
Can I name another one?
Yeah.
2012 Game 6 against the Celtics. That was a good game.
Oh yeah.
We don't have a problem with that. We don't have a problem with calling out good games, right?
Yeah,
but the bad games, the bad games eclipses the good games that he had. That's the problem with LeBron. That's my problem with LeBron. I don't know about anybody else.
Reggie wanted us to talk about last year when he turned 40. Okay, did he have any great important games? I mean, I'm sure he had some before the Luka trade. He probably had a couple of good games. I guess that Denver game, actually AD was the guy that, as far as I remember. Remember that time they played Denver on a Saturday night? I think we were doing a show that night. No, we weren't doing the show because I was driving. I was out. But I think I was talking to you somehow, something, JB. But yeah, Denver had that game 5, the game against Denver. But in the playoffs, did he have any great games in the playoffs? As far as I remember, the Lakers couldn't score in the fourth quarter in the playoffs. So, I mean, Reggie Rez, I don't know. We don't went through his whole career. He's had great games. Oh, game 7. And that's the one that Ty Lue was talking about. Because if you remember, he had his 20 points and 7 rebounds or whatever, 7 assists he was talking about at halftime. But Ty Lue said, bro, they were still losing. And mind you, Curry and Clay were not playing well in that game. Draymond Green was the only guy playing great. And that was the other thing, right? LeBron was the one that got responsible for guard Draymond Green. Draymond Green was going off. I'm just saying, like, I don't like the nitpick because I've given LeBron. LeBron actually did take Lou advice and brought more to the table in the second half of that game. He was giving more effort on it. He was doing the little things that helped the team win, to help the team stay in and eventually win that game. Otherwise, if Curry and Clay play their normal games in Game 7, they probably lose. They probably win about 10. And LeBron never brings a chip to the land. So, I mean, you know, it is what it is. But LeBron actually stepped up. And I said it. Bro, I said it. I can go back to my Facebook post where I said, congratulations, LeBron. You brought a chip to the land. You stepped up. You took it from them. You didn't worry about everybody else getting their numbers. You actually took it. You stepped up. Kyrie made the shot. Yes. You made that block. You made a couple of, Hey, Curry, I'll tell you one thing. This is why Curry is not in my top point guard of all time. That behind the back pass he threw was one of the stupidest passes I've ever seen. You remember what I'm talking about, Pause? He threw that behind the back pass and went out of bounds?
No, I don't remember.
Oh, Curry was awful. Clay actually wound up having a decent game. Curry was bad in that Game 7. This is what, like, Curry, the idea that Curry is a better point guard than Magic, first of all, he's not even a point guard, in my opinion. Like, he's a player that plays, it's like Russell Westbrook. He's a player that plays point guard, but he's not really a point guard. At least Russell Westbrook gives you representative.
Yeah, go ahead, finish. I'm sorry about that. Go ahead.
At least Russell Westbrook give you representative assists and playmaking. Curry is a shooter playing the point guard, and I get what Curry does as a shooter. But, you know, to me, it's like you can't judge him against Magic because Magic was a guy who actually did his job as a playmaker. Curry can make plays, but Curry's job is a shooter, and it's a new way of looking at the point guard. But I'm just going back to that Game 7. Curry was horrible. Considering that he had damn near perfect regular season, he was not really that great in the playoffs altogether. I know he was injured with the ankle and all that, and that being it is what it is. But yeah, Curry wasn't good in that series.
Mm.
Yeah, you got to pause because we're gonna get out after this.
Oh, I was just gonna point out how Curry was guarding Kyrie like before Kyrie hit that shot. He was all imbalanced out. He was imbalanced and everything. Oh man, that was horrible, man.
Yeah, I mean, Curry had a rough series. I ain't gonna hold you. Like Curry,
there
if
was
I
a
go back and grade all of his final series, look, Curry wound up bringing it home. He played really great in 24, 17 and 18. And, then he got back to the finals again in 19. He was good, but not having KD the whole series, that he was actually great. But not having KD the whole series, that's a big chunk of what the Warriors were. In 2022, he finally won his finals MVP and all that. I'm not one of those, Curry didn't win finals MVP. That's the stupidest argument you could ever make. Because the guy don't win finals, well, okay, is James Worthy not an all-time great because he only won one finals MVP? It's just stupid. Kareem only won 2. What does that mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, but I'm just saying, Curry, that was 2016, considering he was the first unanimous MVP. And if you look at it statistically, like he was first or second in so many damn categories. Like even he was first in steals, not being a great defender. Curry had damn near the perfect season, but he didn't match the playoffs or the finals, especially the finals. He just wasn't great. But I'm not going to take it away again. Is that LeBron's fault? No, LeBron wound up, playing a great finals himself and won. I mean, look, I've been hearing about the same bad games for the last 5 years on YouTube. I mean, okay, well, you ain't hear from me. I'm only speaking the truth, Reggie Reg. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, look, again, these guys, all y'all do is talk about LeBron. Talk about the Knicks tonight. I talked about who the best players in the game, who's the best player. We talked about a lot of shit. But, of course, when Mark comes up and these guys come up, yeah, they want to talk about LeBron. I know.
Nah, all they know is LeBron. That's it. They don't even know the depths of basketball. That's the problem, man. You got a supposed Mexican over here that knows more basketball than Mark. How about that? I know you in the comment section, Mark. Come on, bro.
It's fun, man. It's fun. Like one of these days, we're gonna have a real honest debate and not this 2-minute style. We just gonna have a discussion. I had it with Iron Man and Mar before, and they just kept trying to catch me and play gotcha and all this shit. And again, I always bring up the points that they can never refute. And as soon as I do that, they out. All right, they out. They out because again, I don't cap, bro. If LeBron is great, I say he's great. You understand what I'm saying? If he came up, like 20, like they can never. I know Go James Kingdom, and this, Johnny is like the fact that he sits there and tells me LeBron couldn't score in the fourth quarter because he was a facilitator. What the? That means Isaiah Thomas is a facilitator. Isaiah Thomas had one quarter on a bad ankle as a facilitator for the Pistons. He scored more points than LeBron had in the entire 2011 finals. Come on, bro. Stop it. Stop it.
Yo, and another thing about that is, they never mentioned the fact that Michael Jordan was going through the Jordan rules. All right, you know what? I take that back. It was the whole Chicago Bulls players that was going through that Jordan rules. Yeah. Like LeBron wasn't going to no Jordan rules in 2011. Get the hell out of here with that. He was playing a basic 2-3 zone. Stop it.
Yep. And they
couldn't even figure it out.
He couldn't. That was it. And again, shout out to Carcino because in his coverage, he said when Shane Battier came in the next year, Shane Battier had to tutor this man on how to read NBA defenses. Like LeBron would always drive react. LeBron, this is the thing, right? When they show film of how Kobe was guarded versus the Spurs versus LeBron, what the Spurs knew that LeBron did not know how to read their defenses, coverages. So he would drive and react, drive and kick, drive and react. And he did not know, against most teams, he can put his head down and get to the basket. The Spurs will just they just threw everything that he did. You know what I mean? So when they say they guarded him 5-on-1, yeah, if we know that you're going to drive and try to get to the basket and draw help, okay, you're going to get the whole team, and then he wouldn't know where to go with it. That's why he averaged as many turnovers as assists. That's why he shot 35% from the field, because he had no mid-range game. His three-point shot was weak. This is what we're talking about. This is what we're talking about. And okay,
just like you said,
Kobe shot 45 and 30 himself. But Kobe was making more plays. Whether you saw it in the assist numbers or not, Kobe was making more plays. The ball was moving more crisp. Because he's in where we gonna go? He's in a system that's predicated on ball movement, extra passes, and LeBron is a heliocentric player, and he's always been for 23 years. And when he gets back this year, he's going to be a heliocentric guy who does not know how to play off of Luka's attention, which was what we saw last year. Man, C-Dub, thanks for always be holding us down. It's been a great show, Paul. Thanks for pulling up. Yeah, it was a good show. I'm getting my groove back, man. I'm getting my groove back. I'll be here on Thursday, for sure. Next week I might be traveling. I gotta figure that out. But I'll try to get at least one show in next week. But yeah, I'll be here on Thursday night. We'll figure out what the topic will be. But JB, CW, Paul, thanks for pulling up. Thanks for Herm. Sturdy. You know what I mean? I appreciate you guys. Look, I'm glad to be back streaming, man. We'll catch you on the next one.
Good night.
All right,
guys. All right.